Live from Hooper Stadium on the campus of Nevada Union High School, football is back. Touchdown Productions, the best in Foothill Sports Television, is proud to present the NU Minor preseason football. Tonight, in their non-league home opener, your Delta Valley League Nevada Union Miners take on the Sierra Foothill League Del Oro Golden Eagles. It's one preseason game everyone has been waiting for in this upcoming season. You'll see it all next as football is back, all here on your NorCal Game of the Week. The Nevada Union Miners get to play in front of their faithful here tonight at Hooper Stadium as Nevada Union takes on one of the premier teams in the Sacramento area, the Golden Eagles from Del Oro. Good evening, football fans, wherever you are across our Foothill network of stations. I'm Marty Mortensen, being joined tonight by our color analyst, Paul Brown. And in the booth and in the truck, it's the producer and director for tonight's game, Gilbert M. Dominguez, and the rest of the Touchdown Productions sports team is on hand here for tonight's contest in front of what will be a capacity crowd.
That's right, Marty. And last year at this time, both NU and Del Oro were coming off great seasons, and this game was billed as the battle of the two defending section champions. This year, it's still a big game, and but a good test for both programs in preseason, but for completely different reasons. Well, Del Oro is coming off of a 10-2 season, which saw them win the SFL, but losing to section champion Grand in the playoffs. The Nevada Union Miners are coming off a 7-4 season, which saw them lose in the first round in the playoffs to eventually the section champion, which was Vacaville. Del Oro comes in tonight's contest with a 2-0 record and a lot of things going right for Coach Casey Taylor's Golden Eagles. Their leading rusher, who's Hunter Paul, is averaging 7 yards per carry and has already scored 6 touchdowns in 2 games. He's also a force to be reckoned with on defense, leading the Golden Eagles with 15 tackles and 4.5 sacks this season. So NU certainly has their work cut out for them tonight on offense, and their offense hasn't been producing that well as Coach Humphers would like to see. So they've made some adjustments this week to show up that O-line and give quarterback Steele Jans time to get things going in the right direction for the Miners.
Thanks a lot, Paul. And as the teams continue to warm up, we'll take our first break of the evening. And when we come back, we'll take a look at the Delta Valley League and the Pioneer Valley League standings as we get ready for tonight's kickoff. But before we do that, we'll remind you that this football edition of NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten tonight by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers Enterprises is all about aggregates. They've been working in our area since 1953 and are always ready to assist you in every phase of your project. When you need crushed mine rock, base rock, sand, landscape rock, or ready-mix concrete, it's Hanson Brothers is the name to remember. Hanson Brothers Construction, HBE Rentals, and Hanson Brothers in Colfax are all proud to be a part of the Hanson family.
And by Nevada Joint Union High School District, our local school district reminds you that you do have a choice while attending high school in Nevada County. From traditional comprehensive high schools at Bear River and Nevada Union to the many alternative high school programs, the Nevada Joint Union High School District is working hard to make sure they have the school that fits your needs perfectly while serving our community with higher education.
Now, the Casey Wood Corporation. The Casey Wood Corporation has been serving the needs of the professional contractors since 1990 with construction-grade lumber products for framing and plywood siding. They are also your source for custom doors and windows. And Kevin Casey is proud to donate his time as this year's president of the NU Football Booster Club. It's Casey Wood Corporation.
And A to Z Ace Hardware and A to Z Ace Garden Center. There's a lot going on over at A to Z Ace Hardware. Of course, you'll still find Dan Wheat and Dan Jr., but now you can also shop online. That's A to Z Supply.com. A to Z has teamed up with Ace Hardware to bring you the best in quality and selection with thousands of products to choose from. They specialize in PVC fittings to build PVC pipe structures like greenhouses, furniture, cold frames, and shelving and more. It's all you want. You'll find all you need at A to Z Ace Hardware and A to Z Garden Center.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Mike Bratton knows a winning team when he sees one, and that's why he supports the NU Miners. And he has assembled a winning team for you in the insurance industry. So whether you're working with Kathy, Karen, Bobby, Jennifer, Sarah, Nicole, or Amy, you'll know that you're working with the best in the business at Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating a decade of local sports television in the foothills, this is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us all across our Foothill network of stations as we follow all these local football teams on their road to the playoffs and the section title. So, Paul, I think Gil might be on the sideline. Not quite yet. Okay. Well, we'll take a look at the starting. We don't have the starting lineups here tonight, but it looks like Jantz will be the starting quarterback. As I talked to Wolfholm's mother this afternoon, and she said that her son has got an injury and will not be starting at quarterback tonight. So it looks like Steele Jantz will be out there for the Miners. And what do you think, Paul? How do you like the surroundings we have up here?
You know, Marty, opening night is big if you're in 8th grade, 7th grade, high school, wherever, but especially here at NU. The crowd is enormous. The stands are absolutely full, and surprisingly, they're full also over on the Del Oro side.
Yeah, standing room only across at Del Oro, and they've come all the way up from Loomis. So now before we introduce the starting lineup, and we'll throw it down to Gil on the field with KCRA's Channel 3, Danny Palmel. Gil?
Yeah, thanks a lot, Marty. And you know it's a big game when KCRA 3 is in the house. And, of course, Danny Palmel's familiar face to everybody here tonight on the sidelines at Hooper Stadium. And, Danny, you know, what a great atmosphere for high school football tonight.
Absolutely. I'm glad to be back. This is my second time here at NU. And the foothills of California, what can you say? I mean, it's a great atmosphere, especially with the Miners taking on Del Oro, a big game. The Golden Eagles coming in here looking pretty good. The Miners trying to shape up after a little stumble, but we'll see how it goes. It should be a good one.
Well, that's what they said last year, and of course it was billed as the Battle of the Champions because they were both coming off the section titles that they won, and that was wound up being our only overtime game of the whole year.
Yeah, 2005 they both won their last section titles. You know, DO has 6 and 3 with the Miners, so 9 between these two schools. And you know, I was here when Franklin knocked off the Miners last year, and I was there when DO lost to Grant in the playoffs. So, I mean, both of these schools have something to prove, especially after you know, the history between these two schools.
Well, it's just great for the two programs to get together, and really good for the crowd. Beautiful stadium here for DO to come up and partake. The visiting grandstands just as nice as the home ones.
Absolutely. I mean, you know what? We haven't been on grass all year with the high school playbook KCRA 3 travel schedule that we do. We've been to 4 different games this year, and they've all been this nice turf. So I feel lucky. It's good on the back walking up and down the sidelines all game.
And it's very clean on our cables, too.
Yeah, I hear that. I hear that.
Well, listen, Danny's here tonight because, of course, everybody at home voted for this game on their new website, the Playbook. And tell everybody how that works.
Well, how it works is we post a game every week. And, you know, you choose which game you just think should be the game of the week. And I come out and we do the whole high school playbook machine there from the school. This week we had 18,000 plus votes. Last week we had over 70,000. So that was a new record for us. Hopefully this coming week we'll have, you know, even more. So get out and vote, highschoolplaybook.com.
Danny, thanks a lot for spending a few minutes here, and welcome back to Nevada County.
Thank you very much. Glad to be here.
All right, Danny Palmel. The guys, let's throw it back up to you.
Thanks a lot, Gil, and nice job. And we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Owner Chuck Cavros knows that nothing makes your car or truck look better than accessories from Top This. And Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with an in-store display featuring accessories from weather guard, DZ, racket truck racks, along with a selection of chrome toolboxes, mirrors, and tie-downs. So give your truck some attitude and get the service you want at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories.
And by Pioneer Motors, the pioneering spirit lives. on at Pioneer Motors, voted Nevada's County's best for the past 7 years. And that's an award that they take very seriously. They pioneered the no-haggle pricing many years ago before it became popular, and each of their cars are flawlessly certified with a complete 126-point inspection that is detailed to the nine. That's why they have the best cars at the best prices every day at Pioneer Motors.
Chan Moon and the Kirschbaum OD, Jerry Chan and Lisa Moon, welcome Dr. Stephanie Kirschbaum to our community and as a partner in their practice. Dr. Kirschbaum has specialized with young children and was a recipient of the Young Optometrist of the Year Award. They still offer family vision and thorough eye exams with Optomat technology, which scans the inside of the eye, producing images of the retina. So stop by and meet Dr. Stephanie Kirschbaum at Chan Moon and Kirschbaum OD.
And by SPD Markets, now it's time to get into the football spirit with the ultimate tailgate zone at both locations of SPD. SPD is a long-time supporter of Miner football, and what better way to attend the games or to watch the Miners on the game of the week than with chips, dips, sodas, and everything else you might need from SPD. That's SPD, a hometown pride, IGA grocer that will always be here for you.
Placer Title Company, Larry Ingersoll, Sally Vigil, and Bear River manager Tracy Willis remind you that you have the right to decide which title company you will use when you purchase or refinance property. And when you choose Placer Title, you'll hit the mother lode literally, because they are backed by the Mother Lode Holding Company. They specialize in projects of every size, from a single family home to a large subdivision. The Placer Title Company is there when you need them. And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 11th season of local sports television. Be sure to join us next time for Week 4 as we continue with this 2000 football season with the Miners and the Granite Bay Grizzlies, along with Bear River and the Marysville Indians. So look for it on ACTV Channel 20, Suddenlink Channel 23, Lake of the Pines Channel 7, and in Grass Valley, Nevada City on NCTV Channel 11. All right, let's go out on the field. We've got a mic and for the coin toss, and let's toss it down to the center of the field.
Oh, say. All right, gentlemen, let me introduce my crew. On your side, Del Oro is the visitors. It's going to be Mr. Arata. Jeep in the middle, it's going to be Mr. Carter. In the middle with me is going to be Mr. Sweetland. And on your side, Nevada Union, is Mr. Hay. Gentlemen, I got a silver dollar. That's a tails. That's a heads. Okay? It's your choice. I'm going to throw it up in the air. And you tell me what you're going to call. What are you going to call? Big heads. What's he going to call? Heads. All right, here we go. Woo! Well, I'll do that over again.
The wind got it. It was the wind.
The wind got it. All right, here we go. What do we got? It is a hit. All right, it's your choice. What do you want? You want him to defer?
Get out of here.
All right, it's your choice. What do you want?
Receive.
You want to receive? All right, which goal do you want to kick from or defend?
We want to defend this goal.
So you want to kick that way, put your backs to that way, put your guys over here.
Del Oro won the toss. They deferred. They will kick off to Nevada Union, and before the start of the kickoff, we'll tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Statewide Homes. Statewide Homes has a brand new location. It's on Sutton Way, just up from Knight's Paint. There you'll find Scott and Sherry Murray, along with Jerry and Pat Hanaway, along with 2 complete model homes on display, so you can see the latest home designs from Fleetwood Homes. You can see them from the freeway. Statewide Homes, answering the need for quality, affordable homes for our community.
And by Grass Valley Glass, there's no need to let the winter chill drive up your heating costs when Grass Valley Glass is ready to come out to your home and give you a complete home window inspection. They offer a complete line of energy-efficient windows from Milgard and can install them for you before the weather turns cold. Sean and Marty and NU football alumni Chris Sayah are specialists in everything glass and love to support NU football. That's Grass Valley Glass.
Francis Cinto and Graziano, LLP. What does it mean to have an eye for your future? At Francis Cinto and Graziano, it means specializing in making your business grow, protecting your assets, and managing your finances for a secure future. That's because they are more than just CPAs and business consultants. They are professional business managers, stewards of your finances, and really do have an eye for your future, all at Francis Cinto and Graziano.
And by our friends at Walker's Office Supplies. Mike Anderson and his staff at Walker's Office Supplies know your business and they know your name because they're local just like you. They carry thousands and thousands of products to make your home and office more efficient. They're just around the corner, and you can make your order by phone or find them online. They usually have it for you the next day, and they do deliver. So that's Walker's Office Supply delivering for you.
I think we'll go out now to the center of the field for our national anthem with the boys choir.
That's a pitch fight. Hold it up high.
Oh, say can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
That was a great rendition of the...
Yeah, they do a fine job every ball game. And we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Plaza Tire and Auto Service. What does it take to be the best? Well, the NU Miners know it takes hard work, commitment, and perseverance, and so does Plaza Tire. There's a reason they've been voted the best auto repair for the past 7 years, and it's customer service. Come experience what champion service really means at Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Professional auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs. And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 11th season of presenting only the best in local sports television. This is Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for making us the #1 television show in the Foothills. All across our Foothill network of stations in Auburn on ACTV Channel 20, on Suddenlink Channel 23, and at Lake of the Pines Channel 7, and of course in Grass Valley and Nevada City on NCTV Channel 11. Now we're about ready for the kickoff, going back to receive as Nevada Union will be getting ready. We've got...
it's like Jared Ralph back there.
And it looks like it's going to be a short kick taken and handed off. That was taken by Stanford and then handed off to Corey George, and they pick up maybe a yard or two. It was on a very short kick. And the Nevada Union will start 1st and 10 on their own 31-yard line.
Marty, let's talk a second about stats here. Nevada Union comes into this game 1-1. Touchdown-wise, Corey Browning has 2 touchdowns this season. And we will see him starting this evening, number 5.
Going for the first play as a pass out into the flat, completed. That's to Colin Casey. picks up about 8 yards, where it'll be a second down and about 2.
Going on with the stats, the touchdown-wise, Jared Ralph has 1, and Cole Stanford also has 1 for the Miners.
There's a handoff, trying to turn the corner, cannot make it, comes up short. Ball carrier for Nevada Union was Matt Anderson. He might have lost a yard on that play.
You know, that looked like number 21. That would be Josh Dobson that carried the ball, I believe.
Whoa, boy, hit right at the point of the handoff was Cameron Ryan, and he goes nowhere, and it loses about 2 yards. So Nevada Union will have to be forced to punt. Going back in punt formation is Kyle Beelan.
Not the way that Nevada Union wanted to start this first series of downs, Marty. Gaining only 4 yards in the 3 plays from scrimmage. Good kick. And it will go out of bounds at about the 18-yard line, where we'll see the Miners take over.
Looks like Steele Jantz. I just checked with Mark Hauser, and he's going to go along with Jantz as the quarterback, which is we thought would be, but he's got his normal number in the book is 11, but he's got a number 46 on his jersey tonight, so had to get that clarification. Don't want to miss that one. So let's see what happens here as Del Oro comes up to the line of scrimmage. Boy, that number 12 is Ryan Oden, and he's 6'5". He stands out in the crowd out there, Paul.
He sure does.
Here's the handoff. Goes for a couple of yards is all. Right up the middle.
Both teams are kind of in that feel-out mold, Marty. They're both going to stay on the ground.
And now looks like Jantz is hurt.
This isn't good. He may just have a cramp.
He's in a lot of pain, looks like. I mean, he's really struggling. Well, see, now that was the number that we were worried about, is 46 is not in the lineup. So at the last minute switched the jerseys, but it looks like it's Jantz because he was doing the quarterback duties.
He does look like he's in a lot of pain, Marty. He may have gotten the wind knocked out of him, too. We'll just have to wait and see. He has been injured up until last week.
And we also found out tonight that John Wivholm is unable to play. Talked to his mother tonight and indicated that he has suffered an injury.
So we're still looking for some indication about what may be wrong with Jantz on the field. It looks like it could be his left leg.
They're going to put one of those casts on his leg.
Oh, this isn't good.
One of those air casts, looks like. So that both teams come off the field.
I'm not sure who they will replace Jantz with. If Wivholm isn't available. We do have the backups from several weeks ago. It doesn't show a third-string quarterback.
Well, they're definitely putting his leg in one of those air casts. I don't know if we have that on replay. I didn't see what happened. He immediately went down. He stood up and then went down on the field.
I don't think he was a part of the play, Marty. I don't think he was part of the action. So He may have just
Here's the
turned-
replay of that because it was away from the play. There he is.
This is here with his back to us, and he heads towards the line.
Oh, he gets.
Oh,
he got blocked, but I can't see what happened.
It doesn't look like much. It could have been that it just buckled under him, Marty. Maybe we can see that one more time, and we can tell. This is really bad news, though, for the Miners.
Okay, let's take a look at it here.
There he is.
It's his left leg. Oh, yeah, there. I saw it. Oh, yeah, his ankle. Yeah, but his ankle just crumpled. Ooh.
It wasn't much of a hit, though, Marty. And if his ankle was so weak that a incidental hit
you could see his ankle crumple there at the.
Maybe
let's take a look at it one more time. Now watch this.
Okay, he's moving in. It's his left leg. Oh, I see what you're saying.
You see what I'm saying? That thing?
Sure do.
Yeah, that's too bad. Because then he stayed down. But you're right. He was not really a part of the play. He was going to get blocked, but the play was already down through the middle of the line.
On the sidelines, it looks like number 4. That'd be John Wivholm.
Also, John, there he is.
So if he is injured, he's going to step up. And
I don't know how many snaps he took during the week. But his mother didn't say what the injury was. He just said that he was not going to start tonight because he was injured. He said he was injured.
So we did see Wivholm in the practice game. And he did really quite well in the practice game, actually. Here it is one more time as he comes inside and right there.
Ooh, did you see that thing snap?
Sure did.
Yeah, that thing, it looks like that could be he's a senior. That could be the end of his high school career. Because,
let's hope not, Marty.
I know you'd hate to see that, but you see that his ankle snap right there, and that...
And the first play of the game, nonetheless, we're still at 10:22 in the first quarter here. We did see a very good junior varsity game that ended up in a 34-34 tie. Both Del Oro and Nevada Union obviously scoring a lot of points, but it was a very exciting game. It came down to the last, I believe it was 3.5 minutes left. Nevada Union scored and opted to go with a 1 point extra point. Opted to kick it through rather than try for the 2 and try for the win. I don't hardly blame the coach for that. A tie is a tie, and they did have some time left on the clock, and they actually did get the ball back before the end of the game. But that decision was made to go for the tie in the junior varsity.
And there were also, I believe, 2 Nevada Union players carried off on a stretcher to the ambulance.
That's right, Marty. That's right. Yep, sure enough. There were 2 players down.
That's why that game went so long. And so now we're only a couple minutes into this game, and we've got the starting quarterback for Nevada Union.
You know, we come to do these games, and Touchdown Productions covers so many of them. The one thing we don't want to see is what you're seeing on your screen right now. Is a player down on the field that's got to go into a cast and be carried off on a stretcher, especially somebody, any player, but Steele Jantz is one. He's the quarterback. He is the leader of the Nevada Union Miners, and this is just...
Plays both ways, and there again, in years past, but he's such a valuable player that he does go both ways. In the past, normally Nevada Union has got enough players to where they don't have to have double duty, but they're doing that with a couple of their offensive linemen tonight that are defensive linemen, and they're going to bring them up and shore up the offense.
Thank you. Yeah, the crowd is quiet. This is not a scene that they were expecting to see or want to see, certainly.
Yeah, but it was really unbelievable. You could actually see that ankle just twist there, and I hate to see that. They're still working on him in the center of the field.
It must be a break, Marty. They're taking such precautions, and they're putting a cast on it, one of the blow-up casts on it.
So they'll put him on that carry stretcher, and they'll get him to the ambulance and get him over to the hospital for X-rays.
You know, it seems like it just wasn't meant to be for Steele this year. He had shin splints early,
right?
And we didn't see him in the practice game this year.
In the scrimmage between Bear River and Nevada Union.
Right, we didn't see him then because of the shin splints, and there were such high hopes for him. I mean, like you said, he's one of the cornerstones of this team. He goes both directions. He is the quarterback and the leader. And before the league starts, we see him down here on the field, and this is really a sad event.
We're at the start of the game, just 10:22 left in this first quarter, and Nevada Union has run off 4 plays and had to punt. And the first play from scrimmage for these Del Oro Golden Eagles was that handoff right up the middle that maybe picked up a couple of yards is all, where it'll be 2nd and 8. But away from the play, Steele Jantz gets caught up with another lineman throwing a block on him and snapped the ankle there, and so now he's being strapped to the gurney and will be taken out off the field here very shortly. So there's Coach Humphers. He's got to be looking at, boy, I tell you, now here comes the
gurney.
The gurney to pick him up.
Yep, out in the field. You know, you see this kind of an injury in the pro ranks a lot, Marty, where nothing, the play comes from the side or from the back, unseen by the offensive or defensive lineman, and they get cut down. In this particular case with Steele, it was from the side. And it may have been that his leg was weak prior to this. But they're about ready to pick him up. They're being very, very careful with him.
Gil, just want to locate that. It's trying to locate that field, Mike. Okay. So they're taking precautions. Don't want to do any more damage to his ankle as they possibly can. Going to hold him still.
So we will have a new quarterback for Nevada Union, and it will be John Wilfholm as he continues to warm up on the sideline. We are, of course, hoping that we see Steele Jantz again sometime this season, and this is not a season-ending injury. But at least for the time being, it will be Wilfholm under center for the Miners. There they go.
So the crowd will give them a big hand.
Everybody's on their feet.
Sides.
Both sides of the field stand and applaud as this fine player is taken off on a gurney. This is really tragic. I'm sorry to see this. He waves as he goes by.
They have that cast all the way down with his shoe off past his ankle, so stabilize the leg so no more damage will be done.
We'll try to get another update before the end of the game about the status of Steel Gents. Now it's only the second play from scrimmage for the Del Oro Golden Eagles.
Second down and 8. In motion is Hart. Rolling out is the quarterback, and he picks up about 4 yards. That was over on the sideline to Hart. The quarterback for Del Oro is 20 out of 28. Now he's 21 out of 29 for the season.
That's Cole Sanders.
Yeah, he has Saunders. He has 312 yards and 2 touchdowns on the board already in the first 2 games against some 2 very fine teams. So it'll be third down and about 6 for the Eagles. In shotgun formation, rolling out, looking for a man right over the middle, and nice defensive play by Cole Stanford. That'll bring up 4th and about 6 yards. They'll be forced to kick, and going back to receive the punt is Matt Anderson and Corey George, about their own 42-yard line, waiting for the punt.
So both teams go 4 and out, Marty, or 3 and out, and are punting on 4th down. I can understand how he could have such a high completion rate if many of his passes are simple rollouts and quick 5 to 8 yard passes, as we saw in that first series.
He got some good protection from his up front line, so that would indicate that he's got plenty of time to pass, and that opens up the receiving core in the secondary. So going back to punt for Del Oro. That looks like Craig Andre. If I got the number. The numbers are hard to read. Good punt. Nice spiral. Going to take a Del Oro bounce, and then it's fielded very quickly in there by Corey George, and he's tackled immediately for no gain. That was a dangerous
Boy,
pickup.
that was risky. That sure was. George barely got the handle on that ball before he was swarmed by a pack of Golden Eagles. I think if he had that to do over again and the coach had anything to do with it, he wouldn't have fielded that ball.
Well, he wanted to keep it from rolling because it was taking a favorable bounce. So now Nevada Union starts 1st and 10 from their own 32-yard line. Quick handoff over the left side to Browning. He takes it for about 3. Wivholm over center now.
Wivholm is capable. The practice game against Bear River, he took a lot of snaps. We saw him execute well. At that time, Steele Jantz was injured, and I believe we saw him take the majority of the snaps, like I said. So he's had some time under the center.
Single back in the backfield. There's a handoff over the left side to Scarborough, who just came into the game. He picks up maybe a couple. That'll bring up 3rd down and about 3 yards to go for now. They get a good spot, so it'll be 3rd and about close to 2 yards. Scarborough, the ball carrier.
Scarborough this year has yet to score. Has had 3 runs over scrimmage.
There's Casey Taylor for the coach for the Golden Eagles. There's a quick handoff, and it doesn't look like it goes for anything. It's coming up and making that stop is number 77, Jason Heath, defensive lineman, 6'4", 260-pound senior. And that's running into a load, isn't it?
It sure is. And you're right, that play didn't fool anybody.
So
they handed it off quick. There was a lot of action in the backfield, a lot of maneuvering, but it was the first player through scrimmage, and he lost a yard or two, Marty.
So the punt team was a little late going out onto the field. Clock continues to run. There's the snap. And nice kick. Going deep for it is Mike Michaela, and he's dropped down immediately, but a flag comes in, and there's a little bit of pushing and shoving going on.
What a great punt, though, by the Miners. Beautiful spiral kick that turned over and took a minor bounce. Fielded by Michaela, though, and it could be a face mask. I'm not sure. It's
going to be marched off against block in the back. That'll take the ball back to the 16-yard line where it'll be 1st and 10. So far, we haven't seen much action.
No, we haven't seen a first down yet. 7 minutes and 5 seconds left in the first quarter. Both teams have failed to get a first down.
There's the NU band, marching band. They'll probably be out at halftime.
That's a great band, too.
Nice new uniforms this year. 1st and 10, Eagles. 2 receivers out far to the right. I formation now. They shift. Hart moves over. There's a quick hand. Stopped right for a loss.
Number 34 for the Miners. It looks like Shahada. What a stick. The perfect tackle, Marty, is when you can put your helmet and your face mask on the numbers. That brings them down every time, and that's exactly what happened here.
In the backfield, very quickly for that tackle, and now that'll bring up a loss of about 1. It'll be 2nd down and about 11. Shotgun formation, rolling out to his right. Pass overthrown at the sideline. It was intended for Barry Nobles.
I think we've got here it is. There's that good stick. Bang!
Boy, it just came in and hit him before he had a chance to put any moves on or before he could hit the hole.
He stood him right up and stopped him before he could go anywhere.
Now we've got 3rd down and still 11. Over center. They're going deep.
He's wide open. He's got him.
Oh, he just overthrew him. He had his man.
That was number 11, Jeremy Hart.
That had 6 points written all over it, Paul.
He just let him out a little too far. He was trying to protect the ball from the defenders who were behind Hart. So he threw it to his right, and Hart just couldn't run underneath it. This kid's got an arm, Marty.
Yeah, he does. That ball went in the air about 35, 40 yards. Here's the replay, Paul.
So watch him go back, and they like to roll him out. He's a right-handed quarterback. He releases that ball. It's got to go close to 40 yards, but see, just throws it a little too far out in front. Here's the punt.
It's going to be a short one again. Called for and taken, and he fumbled the ball, and it looks like, yeah, he didn't signal for a fair catch, and coming up with the ball is Chaz, and they're going to give it to Del Oro.
That was Corey George again. We talked about his receiving the last punt. It was a very, very close call, and this time he doesn't get away with the catch.
So coming back in at quarterback is Cole Sanders. High formation, they shift out at their own 48-yard line. Quick handoff over the right side. Goes for a couple. That's Michaela.
So a big turnover, which is the biggest play we've had in this game yet, on the punt, giving the Golden Eagles field position on at about the 48-yard line.
5:37 left and counting here in the first quarter. No score. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown bringing you all this exciting NU Del Oro action. Sanders now hands off over the left side, and hole opens up. That'll be the first down of the game as the Eagles take the ball all the way down to the Nevada Union 39-yard line. Michaela again, the ball carrier.
Michaela grinding it out over his right tackle. As you say, for the first down of the game by either team.
Two flankers out and to the left. Saunders now has a quick pass. They got a. Now that might have been a illegal block or a pick, but no, the referee's not going to call it. They're going to give him that 8-yard gain. Looked like that was an illegal pick, but
a little suspicious. But
yeah.
If he was on the line of scrimmage, Marty, if he came down the line of scrimmage.
No, they're going to give him a first down.
Let's see if it was. You can come down the line of scrimmage and block. And let's see if he doesn't go more than a yard out. So there he is. No, he's past the line of scrimmage. That looked like an illegal block in the back, but there was no call.
So Eagles on the move after that turnover.
First down.
Saunders now with a single back in the backfield. In motion is Meter. Now he turns around, goes the other way. Long count as a handoff to Michaela. Over the right side. He's got an opening. He's going to take the ball down for about 9 yards.
Del Oro working that right side. The quick-footed Michaela hits the hole very quickly.
Matt Shockey on the tackle. So Del Oro on the move. They've got second and about a half yard for a first down. This might be a good time to go into the end zone. In motion is Hart. Now he comes back, sets in the backfield. Hand off over the right side. That's 31. Hunter Paul. And he takes it all the way on down for a first down inside the Nevada Union 6-yard line.
The Golden Eagles have found something over there on the right side, Marty, that they're trying to exploit because, again, they're hitting that behind their right tackle, pitching out, blocking down on the defensive end on the left side, and got a nice gainer opening up that hole.
So they spread the formation way out. I formation. Now they switch into the T formation and going over the left side, but that's going to go for maybe a couple. Looks like they got down to about the 3-yard line or maybe the 3.5.
That was the ball carrier, number 31. That was Hunter Paul again. He's a big boy.
He's 5'11", 200-pound senior.
And he is stocky.
Del Oro's big.
Yeah,
they are big.
And Hunter Paul punishes the defense every time he carries the ball. He puts his head down and just powers after he's hit.
McQuaid in the backfield also. There's a fumble. And who got it? Looks like Nevada Union stopped him. Popped right out of his hand.
Big break for Nevada Union with 2 minutes and 11 seconds left. In the first quarter, they're going to stop the Golden Eagles on what looks like about the 5-yard line.
Kyler Caldwell came up with that fumble. That was.
Here's the replay. I believe that's handed off to Paul.
He gets hit. Ball comes out.
And it's bouncing around.
It's now deep in their own end zone. It'll be a handoff over the right side and getting out of trouble all the way out to the 14-yard line for a first down, it looks like. Let's see where they spot it.
I believe that was number 24. Matt Anderson. And they get themselves a little bit of running room now.
They picked up 9 on that play. It'll be 2nd down and 1. Del Oro was in the driver's seat, but a good defensive stand by the Miners kept them from scoring, and they get the ball deep in their own part of the field.
That was a big play, Marty. Getting some room to run and a possible first down. There's the first down.
Hand off again with some running room.
He's got some room.
He's all the way out to the 40-yard line. Crowd gets into the game now.
So Nevada Union, that looked 1 minute ago like they were going to be scored on for the first time, via the fumble, is now out to the 40-yard line and driving.
Matt Anderson, ball carrier, picks up almost 20 yards on that carry. So now they're running with a... There is another handoff to the first man, puts his head down. That's Browning. He picks up close to 9 yards again.
Oh, I like the way Browning runs. He didn't see a hole inside, bounced outside, had quick enough feet to find the outside lane, and then punished the runner with a head-down finish. Great running by Browning. .51 seconds left. I beg your pardon. 5 minutes and 16 seconds left in the quarter. 2nd down.
They've got a timeout's going to be called here. Oh, there's somebody. That was Cole Stanford. He's been playing both offense and defense. And let's see what the call here.
It looks like they kicked him off the field. The coach is talking to Stanford, and Stanford's talking to the coach. Stanford is obviously upset. They have him over by the bench. But it looks like they ran him off the field for...
Now a timeout's called by the referee.
He may be able to go back in the game.
Now they're going to restart the clock.
There was no penalty, but Stanford has gone to the sideline.
There's a handoff to the first man through. He gets stopped at the line of scrimmage, but he may have broken the plane for the first down. They are marking it as a first down as he got to the 50. So Nevada Union on a drive now.
Nevada Union looking strong. Their offensive line blowing out big chunks of the defense.
So John Wilholm over center, barks out the signal. There's a penalty, and Wilholm couldn't hand the ball off and gets sacked behind the line of scrimmage, but it may be an illegal procedure.
Did you see some movement in the backfield?
It looked like there was. Well, they're going to step it off against Del Oro. They may have encroachment offside. Casey Taylor, head coach for Del Oro, is talking to his defense.
So we have first down and 5.
There's a handoff. Oh, he breaks the hole.
He's got a chance.
That was Matt Anderson, and there's the end of the quarter on a fine piece of running. About 15 yards for Matt Anderson. Takes the ball all the way on down to the Del Oro 31-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10 as they switch field size, and we'll start it from there. Here's a replay on that, Paul.
And you can see the hole opening right on the replay, right there. Look at that. You could drive a truck through that. He manages to break away, cuts to the inside of the field. Now just a little more speed. Maybe changing his direction more towards the inside of the field would have been better. But
if he hit it to the, he had a blocker. If he'd gone to the right a little bit, it may have picked up additional yardage. That still was a good run. Well, that's the end of the first quarter. No score. Both teams have moved the ball after a slow start. And it looked like Del Oro was going in for a touchdown, but they lost the ball on a fumble, and Nevada Union took it deep in their own territory on about the 3-yard line and now have driven it all the way out to the Del Oro 31-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, and the Miners are on the move.
Marty, if you were looking at the first quarter, regardless of the score, you'd have to say the Miners won that first quarter. The largest yardage pickup by the Golden Eagles was that punt and the fumble on the punt. Other than that, Del Oro hasn't been able to move the ball.
So there's a handoff over the left side. It barely gets back to the line of scrimmage. Once again, that was Matt Anderson, the ball carrier, 5'11", 180, senior.
Wivholm still under center, taking the place of the injured Steele Jantz, who was injured on the first play from scrimmage.
Cameron Ryan comes into the ball game. Junior, running back, 215. He's in motion. They hand it off to him, trying to skirt the left side. Tries to turn the corner, and he does, but then he's hammered for about a yard loss.
Good running by Cameron, who got away from the pursuit in the backfield and managed to actually get back to the line of scrimmage. It'll still make it now 3rd and about 6 yards for the first down.
So far, Del Oro has given up some big yardage on several plays, but when it comes down to crunch time, they seem to be able to pull it out and stop the Miners.
The Miners haven't thrown the ball but one time.
First play from scrimmage. Now they do. They roll out.
There he is.
Wide open is Anderson. And he'll get a first down inside the 9-yard line.
And a good part of that play you can give to Wivholm, who sold it with a great fake to the line of scrimmage, and then saw Anderson over the middle. Watch him hit Anderson with a dart. Bang! Right there over the middle, wide open. He had 2 receivers available. And the Miners are in business.
There's the handoff over the left side. He could go in, and it's touchdown, Nevada Union. I don't see any flags.
The Miners draw the first blood.
Cameron Ryan on that sweep around the left side takes it in. The junior, 215.
And the crowd is loving it here at Hooper Stadium.
Kyle Beelan comes in to convert the extra point. Low snap, it's down, and it's good. Nevada Union drives 97 yards for a score.
97 yards with 10 minutes and 14 seconds left in the second quarter.
They go up on top by a score of 7-0, but don't count out the Golden Eagles. They can score from any part of this field.
A lot of people were favoring Del Oro before this game started, Marty. We were talking about that. This was a real test for Nevada Union. But they've shown their stuff here so far in this first quarter. And by getting the first score, that's got to be a big uplift for this team.
Especially, here's a replay on that touchdown run.
Now watch, he bounces outside. They basically block in. You can see them taking out, and then he outruns the pursuit. Great legs here. Just heads for the flag.
Chris Glass giving us those great shots, and he goes inside the pylon. Now Nevada Union will kick off. Beelan will be doing the kickoff, and back to receive for Del Oro. It looks like Casey Cox is going to take that ball, number 24. He's got an opening,
some room,
and he's going to get brought down. A good run all the way out to the 32-yard line, where they'll take over 1st and 10 on their own 32. That almost broke.
That looked like number 28, Kyler Caldwell, made a great tackle in the open field. They'll hold him to just a return of about 20 yards, Marty. But they'll have good field position to start here on about their 31-yard line.
Well, Saunders comes up over center. I formation. Now they shift out of that. Hart moves up to the line of scrimmage. In motion is Meter. And there's a handoff going over the right side, and it goes for a couple. Good, strong defense by the front four of Nevada Union. Led in there by Ty Dettinger.
As we said earlier, Del Oro is 2 wins and no losses this season.
Coming in late is Matt Whitten. They spread out, 2 receivers out to the left. Quick pass in the flat again, and it's overthrown. It was intended for Meter, Andrew Meter, just overthrown. That'll bring up 3rd and 7.
That's a tough pass for a quarterback to make. You've just got to step back and just fire that ball out on a line.
Very dangerous pass in the flat like that.
It certainly can be.
If the defensive back sniffs that play out early, he can just take it on the run and take nobody in front of him, take it all the way to the end zone.
When you're on the far hash mark like they are, that's a long pass too, Marty. Sure. That pass is almost 15 yards.
So back in shotgun formation now is Saunders. 3 receivers out to the left. In the pattern, Hall's good pass right over the middle. That ball was thrown on a rope for about 15 yards.
It was Andrew Meter. And like you said, there were 3 receivers to the far left-hand side of the field with 3 defensive backs drawing over the safety and the 2 defensive backs and a linebacker for the Miners. Here's a replay of that. You can see the receivers out to the left, and watch, it's just a great throw underneath. The first 2 receivers cleared out the field, leaving Meter underneath for the reception.
Yeah, it was set up by the good pass protection that the front line gave the quarterback to complete that pass. Single back in the backfield. There's a handoff. Tries to make a cut. Can't do it. Maybe gains a yard.
For those of you that haven't been to Hooper Stadium, it is artificial turf like we talked about in the pregame. And you can see the shiny surface there in our camera. It's an excellent surface to play on, in my estimation. It's soft, and you get good traction even when it's semi-wet.
Saunders now over center in motion is Meter. Turns around, comes back, now sets. Fake handoff, looking for a pass. They have it out in the flat. That's the big number 12, Oten. And he goes down the sideline. Big gain, takes it all the way down to the 29-yard line of Nevada Union. Now there's a big kid right there.
That sure is. I wouldn't want to be the linebacker or the defensive back that had to cover him and had to take him down. Oten is number 12, 6'5", 210 pounds.
I'm glad we're up here, Paul. There he is.
Oten will stay in the backfield. Mike's open.
In motion is Meter again. Down low is Saunders. Handoff right up the middle, and it goes for 3.
I think we have a replay. Here it is, the replay of the catch to Oten. You can see him on the far left. The fake, which is what sells the play. And then Oten comes back to receive it and makes that first defensive back miss, which opens up the field for a big gain.
And coming over and making that tackle is Cole Sanford. I think he was the one that was taken out of the game, number 6, and then now back in.
They must have made him just sit for one play because after his last play, he must have said something to the ref of the other team.
There's a pass right over the middle, and it's caught.
That's Oten again.
Yes, it is, and he carries 2 defenders all the way over to the sideline for another first down for Del Oro, so they're on the move now.
Wow.
Well, that pass was on a string, caught, and he just carried the 2 defenders. That's a big kid.
This kid, Oten, here he is. We can see it. And it's a beautiful pass as well. But he goes way up in the air, and then he fights for the ball, out-handsing the defensive back, number 6.
That's Cole Sanford. Right in shotgun formation again. Now he's going to take it up the middle, and he gets a couple of yards. That was a design quarterback keeper. Figuring the pass formation that maybe the linebacker would be putting on a blitz would open that hole up, but he did pick up about 4 yards, so it'll be second down and a long 6.
Marty, I'm looking at Oten's stats. He's dominating this second quarter, and he has 7 catches for 150 yards in the first 2 games, so he's having a big game.
Back in shotgun formation again is Sanders. He rolls out to the right, looking for a screen. Now he throws it into the end zone. It's going to be intercepted.
And they're going to bring it out.
And that is, on the big interception, is Kemp Stanford. Boy, another good defensive stand.
And, you know, Oten was open in the back of the end zone. He's too big to miss. I mean, I can't believe that they didn't spot him, but he opted to go short. Well, you'll see he steps up, he's rolling out, throws the ball, and you can see Oten in the back of the end zone there, wide open.
I guess short.
Yeah, I guess he was throwing for Oten.
But he just threw it short. Didn't get it up in the air. Okay, we're back to live action. Now handing off and going nowhere for maybe a half yard.
To Michaela's defense, to run to your left and throw, it's hard to get any velocity on that ball. So throwing it short is something that sometimes can be expected, and it's certainly a good play by the Miners.
Well, the first play gains maybe a half yard was Browning, the ball carrier. That'll be second, and well, it looks like he lost about a yard on that play. There's the quick handoff again, goes nowhere, and maybe he might get back to the line of scrimmage. Browning on the ball carrier again, the same play. It'll be third down and long.
The Miners would like to find themselves a little room here.
As they have to punt from deep in their own end zone, it's going to be good field position for the Eagles, and they've been able to move that ball, but they haven't been able to finish it off and get it in the end zone. So here we go. There's the inside handoff, and it goes for maybe a couple.
Again, they're trying the inside. They're trying to run off their guards, Marty, right there next to the guard and center, and 3 plays in a row. There really hasn't been much there.
That'll bring up fourth down and about 11. The Miners will go into punt formation. Beelan back to do the kicking. Standing at his own ends, almost blocked. A beautiful
kick.
What
a kick.
Going back for it deep is Michaela. He's got the sideline. He turns the corner. He could go. He's down, still on his feet. He's down to the 20-yard line. What a return. That ball was a great punt, but I think he outkicked the coverage.
He did. He outkicked the coverage, but he went back to make a great catch on about the 30-yard line and made it to the left sideline. Here's the replay. You want to talk about a kid with some wheels, Marty. Look at this kid turn it on.
He turns the corner.
Now, I thought he stepped out of bounds over here, but he just keeps on going, and some of the Miners gave up on the play.
Yep, they did. All the way down to about the 19-yard line. Let's see where they spot it. Now they're going to spot it at the 21.
The Golden Eagles have yet to score. Score is 7-0 in the favor of the Miners.
But it got great field position on that excellent kick by Beelan, but he just kicked it out past the coverage by Nevada Union. Here's the handoff over the right side. And that goes nowhere, but coming up to make it to stop.
Look at number 15.
Shockey gets that tackle.
So Del Oro has had 2 excellent opportunities to score, Marty, and come away with nothing. Yep. One with a fumble down on about their 5-yard line, and then just the last set of downs, the interception. So let's see if they can punch it in here to tie the score.
2nd down and about 9. I formation to start with as Saunders comes up over center. Now they shift. Single back. Hand up. Now he fakes a handoff. Throws in the end zone. Got his man all alone. Touchdown. Del Oro. That was all alone and nobody was on him. Was Michael Chanel.
Michael Chanel find himself with nobody around him.
Man,
I believe he was the wide receiver on the right-hand side. That had to be a blown coverage by Nevada Union.
Yeah, I think you're right. There was nobody there. If we have it on the replay, he was wide open. Nobody around him within 5 yards.
So the Miners give up 6. And Del Oro will try for the extra point.
Oh, bad snap, and it's going to be blocked.
It'll be a dead ball.
Yeah. Nick Basso comes up and blocks the punt and then makes the tackle as Mason McLeeby was the kicker, and it was a low snap. The holder couldn't get the ball down in time.
So here's that touchdown. Yep, sure enough. And the wide receiver, now watch, he'll sell the play with the fake, but he's got all kinds of time, Marty.
Yep.
And when you finally, there it is. We've got 2 receivers and 1 defensive. We got the safety back there. He had a choice of whoever he wanted to throw it to.
And picked the wrong guy. Either one would have been a touchdown.
This was Michael Chanel, and that'll be his first touchdown of the season.
Well, that makes the score 7-6 with 3:40 left to go in the half.
And whenever they miss an extra point, that's always a very big deal when it comes to the end of the game. We'll see if perhaps they go for a 2-point conversion later on.
Back to receive is Matt Anderson for the Miners. It's going to be another short kick coming up for it, and they're going to fake the handoff, and boy, he's got some nice moves. And coming up and making the stop is the kicker, Mason Magleby.
That was Cole Stanford, the sure-handed receiver.
That ball was kicked short again.
He was 1 block away, though, Marty, from having some room to move.
Well,
I wonder if Del Oro purposely kicked that short. Some of the teams, like we see Bear River do that.
Yeah.
Well, they'll kick a short, kind of a lob ball, hoping that one of the linemen or one of the linebackers behind the line can't handle it. But they do give up the field position.
with home over center in motion is Ryan. And out of bounds, stopping the clock for about a 9-yard gain is Ryan.
Here's that blocked extra point. Let's see who gets through here if we can.
Low snap.
And that looks like
that was Ryan that blocked it.
Big play. I think it was the snap more so than him getting through the line.
Right.
Had it been cleanly snapped, probably would have been a good kick.
2nd and 1 for the Miners. And they hand it off, and I don't know if he made it or not. Let's see where they spot it. It looks like it's going to be short of the first down.
We're right in front of us here, and I don't think they're going to get that spot.
No.
In fact, they may have gained a foot.
It's short. I don't think they're going to bother measuring it.
With 3 minutes and 5 seconds left.
They are going to call time and measure it, but I'm looking at this, and let's see if we can call it. I call it short. What do you call it?
I want it short. It's definitely short.
Because it looks like the marker is just past the 47-yard line by a half a yard.
So you've got to say that Nevada Union has been impressive on the ground, but their pass defense is something to be desired. especially on that last series of plays. The touchdown was a blown.
I think they had a blown coverage.
Blown
on.
coverage.
Safety was all by himself. Had 2 men to cover, and he can't do that. And he was. Well, I think what sold that play though was the fake into the line. It looked like it was going to be a running play.
He had all time to all day long to pass though.
And he rolled out, no pressure, and then threw it in the end zone for the 6 points.
We'll see if this is a first down. With 3 minutes and 4 seconds left in the half, Marty, this is 4-down territory. They'll go 2 plays to try to get this foot.
It is short by about a half yard.
Yep.
No, it's even maybe 12, 14 inches short.
So they'll take 2 whacks at it to get this first down.
And let's see what happens here. On short yardage situations, the Del Oro line has stepped up and has shut down the Miners. There's the ball sitting right on the 47-yard line, where we've got 3 minutes and 4 seconds left to go in the first half. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us here this evening on your Touchdown Productions Game of the Week.
And Marty, this hasn't been a big scoring game, but this has been exciting.
It has been.
The ball's they're moving the ball back and forth, and with the exception of a couple of faux pas by the Del Oro Golden Eagles, this could be easily 21-7.
Exactly. So Coach Humphers sends in the play to John Whitholm. Let's see what they can do here when it's 3rd and short. Whitholm barks out the play. In motion, there's a handoff over the right side, and it looks like he gets it. He turns the corner. That is Anderson, and he gets a first down and more on that sweep around the right side. Takes it all the way down to the 38-yard. They're going to mark it at the 39-yard line of Del Oro.
Matt Anderson, watch the replay. He picks his way down the line, Marty. He just waits for an opening, kicks outside, and then finds the room outside with a great block.
He had a block by Ryan and also Browning.
You bet. That Browning was the key block there.
Here's a sweep by Ryan, and that's a play that scored the touchdown, and that loses about 4 yards.
That one goes backwards. They seem to be having their best success when they're going to the right side. But like you said on that big play previously, Corey Browning, the split end, made a wonderful block to break him.
Ryan comes out. Well, it's 2nd down and about 14. There's the handoff to Browning over the right guard slot, and nothing there as Jason Heath comes in and makes that tackle for the Eagles.
I don't know what Coach Humphers sees there, right there over that guard spot, because they keep trying again and again and again. They're just not getting anything there. It is an option play where the quarterback has the option to hand off to the first man through, and then either pitch out or continue on along the line themselves. And
clock continues to run. We're down to 60 seconds left in this first half, and let's see if they put it in the air. They don't.
There he goes.
He pitches it back to Scarborough, and he takes it down. Looks like he might have got a first down. No, it's going to be a little bit short of the first down, but that was a big play. It's a pitch out, and Scarborough came over, took it down the left side, picked up almost. No, they're going to give him a first down where they spot it.
Oh, you bet. Whitholm that time decided to continue on with the option. Watch Whitholm, and he sells it beautifully right there. Everybody's watching the ball carrier, and he gets the ball out just as he's being tackled. But this is great work by number 19, Brian Scarborough.
There's a handoff trying to, with that same play. Is that an option?
That is an option pitch.
Yeah, that one he just handed it to him. took it over the left side and picks up about 5 yards. Let's see, the clock is stopped as Nevada Union calls timeout with 32 seconds left to go. And they may try to get a couple more plays in and maybe attempt a field goal.
Is that 32 seconds or is that 3 minutes and 29?
No, 32.9
32.9 seconds. So
Coach Humphreys is talking to his offense.
Coach Humphreys has got to be very satisfied with the way his team has played this first half. Not only are they going to go into the locker room up by 1 point,
at minimum,
but they've silenced those skeptics who thought that they couldn't stay with this Del Oro team.
Well, there's been a couple breaks that have kept Nevada Union in this ball game, a fumble recovery and an interception down deep in their own territory.
So true.
And that is the difference in the ball game right now, but Nevada Union does have almost 33 seconds left to go to try to put some more points on the board. I think they're down to one timeout left, I believe.
I believe you're right. I wonder if they have a field goal kicker that can reach it from this distance. They're on
Beelan does have a good leg.
Well, they're on the 22-yard line, 23-yard line. That would make it about a 40-yard kick.
There's a rollout. They're going to pass over in the flat. It's complete. Out of bounds. Stop the clock. That pass was to Matt Anderson.
Excellent play and excellent call by Coach Humphreys at the timeout. Anderson catches the dart and gets out of bounds, running only about 7-8 seconds off the clock. So they're picking away at the Golden Eagles. And now they're certainly into field goal range, Marty.
Ball's at the 13-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10. Rolling out again, and they're passing the flat. It's caught, and it's going to be knocked out of bounds at about the 2.
Same play, basically. Picking away at that left-hand side. A 1 or 2 step drop back.
That time it went to Colin Casey. And they're going to spot the ball at about the 4.5-yard line, where it'll be 2nd and about 2. They'll try to keep working that sideline, Paul, to stop that clock. If I believe they're out of timeouts. I'm not sure. It doesn't. I think that looks like a 0 up there for Nevada Union timeouts. Here is the rollout again. And it's in the corner. That looks like a touchdown, Nevada Union. There's the signal by the referee. That went to Matt Anderson again.
Matt Anderson and Marty, they did the same play basically 3 times in a row. Picking away at that left-hand side, flooding the left-hand zone with the wide receivers, getting out of bounds as they needed it. What a wonderful execution of the 2-minute drill by Nevada Union.
So in for the extra point. Good snap. Kick is up. Good leg kick, and it is good.
Wow.
14-6. Very dominating offense on that series of downs.
Impressive by Nevada Union, being able to work that clock and work the sideline to get out of bounds. Here's the replay. You can see there's not much of a drop. He's a quick snap and 1-2 steps. Turns, finds his receiver, and throws the dart. Bang.
You're right. They ran that play 3 times in a row to Anderson, and then on over to Casey, and then back to Anderson. 6 points.
They may go back to that one in their middle of the field again if that's going to be that open.
So after a quiet first quarter, both teams score here in the second quarter. Now we've got 20 seconds left to go in this first half, and let's see if they squib it. Yeah, I thought maybe they might. They're going to let it go. Picked up by one of the short
Looks like number 33, Austin McQuaid.
If he'd have fallen down, he would probably have saved about 6 seconds.
That's probably true.
Because the clock doesn't start until the ball is touched, and if you touch it and fall down, he would have saved at least 6 seconds. But let's see if Saunders can hit his big. He can hit one of his big wide receivers. Here's a handoff over the left side to Michaela, and that should probably end the first half, and it does. Here comes the gun.
Oh, that gun's going to kill me.
All right, let's throw it down to not yet. Okay, I know Gill is on the sidelines. Here at the score, 14-6 at the end of the first half.
The crowd here at Hooper Stadium is ecstatic. Everybody on their feet, clapping for their team as they leave the field. It was a decisive first half for the Miners.
Let's see if we can't. Okay, here comes I see him now. Here comes the coach as he's heading over towards Gill. There he is.
Likes to do sometimes at the end of the half, trying to probably get a ruling on what had happened. Exciting first half of football, though, guys, as Nevada Union breaks out of the doldrums. Defense play comes up with a couple big turnovers, and we've got ourselves a ball game. Dave, pretty exciting first half of football.
Yeah, it sure was. Our kids are just, getting better every week, and that's really what we ask of them. And they have, we had a great, intense week of practice, and they're, we keep saying you're going to play like you practice, and they're sure playing with the emotion and intensity, and that's part of what it takes to get a young team to keep getting better.
And having to come back from a little bit of adversity with the injury to Steele.
Well, we're waiting to hear about that, and but all they can do right now is play. But we're sure hoping we get some good news on that.
All right, good luck on the second half.
All right, thanks.
All right, Dave Humphers there as he gets ready to go back into. Oh, there we are. Gets ready to go back in to the back over to the locker room with his team, as we were saying. Big, exciting first half of football. The Nevada Union Band is getting ready to come out on the field. Be sure to stick around with us at halftime. We're going to be talking to the brand new superintendent of the high school, Ralph Swenson. He's here on the sidelines taking in his first NU game tonight, him and his lovely wife. So stay right with us. You're watching the NorCal Game of the Week. Guys, back to you.
Thank you very much, Gil. And we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Enterprises. Hanson Brothers in Colfax is ready to assist you to beautify your world in the outdoors. At Hanson Brothers Colfax, you'll find a selection of landscape and masonry products, retaining walls and stepping stones. And they even have some outdoor rugs. Everything you need for outdoor landscaping, including new products like their pondless waterfalls. Hanson Brothers Colfax, proud to be a part of the Colfax community.
And by Nevada Joint Union High School District. Our local high school district has many options for your student, with 2 comprehensive high schools at Bear River and NU, and alternative high schools at Silver Spring, Sierra Foothills, and Sierra Mountain. They offer early college high school at Galati and adult school services as well. So with so many choices, it's easy to see that the Nevada Joint Union High School District is serving our community with higher education.
Casey Wood Corporation. The Casey Wood Corporation has been serving the professional contractor since 1990 and has established a reputation for doing whatever it takes to keep the job rolling. They offer construction-grade lumber products for framing and siding and custom doors and windows. They are also proud to be a part of the NU Turf Team, building a better Hooper Stadium for the community.
And our friends at A to Z Ace Hardware. A to Z Ace Hardware and A to Z Garden Center is ready to help you to have the prettiest yard in your neighborhood. Of course, they carry seed, fertilizer, garden tools, but they also help you design your yard as well. Dan Wheat specializes in irrigation design, and Master Gardener Christine Smith teaches you which plants will grow best in your area. Let April Reese help you manage and show you why A to Z Garden Center should be your first stop when making your yard beautiful. That's A to Z, Ace Hardware, and A to Z Garden Center.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. At Mike Bratton's office, it's all about teamwork. That means they share a common goal with you. They strive every day to earn your trust. So when you're there, when you're looking for auto, home, life, or health insurance, business or long-time term care insurance, Mike Bratton is there to show you that you can get the coverage you need to protect the things you love. Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. All right, let's throw it down to Gil on the sideline. Gil?
Thanks a lot, Marty. Down here with Ralph Swenson, our brand new squeaky clean superintendent of the high school. And this is your first NU football game tonight?
Actually, no, I was here for the Atwater game a couple weeks ago.
Oh, that's right, the surprise game.
So I'm 1-0. Hopefully I'll be 2-0 when this one is over. I didn't travel down to Napa last week, so I couldn't help them out.
No, that's a long way to go down to Napa. But you're the brand new superintendent of the high school, and a lot of candidates out there that wanted that job, and you kind of rose to the top. And how was that process for you?
Well, I had made a decision that it was time for me to try to find a superintendency. I was the principal at Golden Valley High School down in Merced for the last 14 years, and really I just decided it was the next thing for me to do professionally. And so I was looking for, see what came up last spring. When I saw the Nevada Union job open up, it's a school I knew about, a district that has a great reputation. We've competed with them back when I was down there in the southern part of the section, and I'm involved with the CIF, so there's not many districts with a better reputation than this one. I was very excited to apply. It was a very competitive process, and thrilled to be chosen by the board to come here and serve this district, and it's just been a great experience all summer, and now that it's fall, it's getting even better.
Right, you kind of came in the middle of the summer and, started the ball rolling. You had some big shoes to fill there with Maggie. She did a great job before you.
Well, that's exactly right, and Maggie, every day I hear another great story about the things that she did to kind of get this district back on its feet. They'd gone through some rough times, and she was a wonderful leader for the district, and she did so many things that made my transition into the job easier. The people that she put in place in this district were just super, and so being a first-time superintendent to come in and fill the shoes that she left was going to be a challenge, but the work that she did made it a little bit easier.
Well, hopefully it wasn't high heel shoes.
Exactly.
As we watch one of the other great establishments here at Nevada Union, the band program really improved over the last few years.
Oh, yeah, and I've met the band director. He's one of the first guys I met this summer. He came up and introduced himself to me. I'm a big supporter of instrumental music, vocal music. I mean, the people in this community are aware of the rich traditions we have, not just in athletics, but in the performing arts. We've got an international quality dance program. We've got a huge vocal music program. And there's 300 kids in our vocal music program, which is an amazing number. And then these kids in the band have actually been sitting up with the band tonight just to kind of be a part of that excitement and listen to them play and be a part of the game. And there's something for everybody in this high school district here at Nevada Union High, down the road at Bear River, and if your kid's going to school in this district, believe me, they're going to have a great experience.
Well, it is a great experience for them, and one of the things that I've noticed over the years is that other schools, one of their big problems in athletics is to keep the kids academically eligible. That's almost unheard of up here.
Yeah, well, you take a look at the performance of these schools in their high school exit exam, for instance. I think 97% of the kids at Bear River, 92% of the kids at Nevada Union pass on the first go as sophomores. That's kind of amazing. It's well above average, and the reason there's a lot of reasons those things happen, but I mean, you can start in the home. You can look at the families. You can look here on our campuses and go in the classrooms and meet the teachers on our campuses. And everybody's just committed to doing the best they can for the kids in this town. And, I mean, look at this facility. This is not a big town. this is $1 million plus football stadium, and it's a tribute to the people in the communities of Grass Valley and Nevada City who stepped up and made it happen. And kids know that when adults care about them and they put things out there for them, programs like we've talked about, facilities like we're standing in here tonight, send a strong message to young people that the adults in their community care about them.
And this wasn't done overnight. This facility built over the years. The grandstands, made out of concrete. They're not going to go anywhere. The all-weather track is going on its 11th year right now. The field is second season there. So little by little, the community adding to it. I mean, this is as big as some junior college campuses.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, Steve Pilcher, the athletic director here, I know is a busy man, because when you have a facility of this quality, not only do the high school kids use it, but we've got youth football here, we've got soccer here. There's almost 24 hours a day this facility's in use. And again, what a great thing to be able to keep kids busy like that instead of out, causing trouble in the street somewhere.
Well, you know what his extension on his phone is?
No, I'm not sure.
24/7.
And I'm one of the numbers he called a couple weeks ago when Atwater didn't want to play football, because that's in my old district. And I got a hold of their superintendent, and I got a hold of their principal, and I helped Steve out a little bit that day. It was kind of fun to be back dealing with something at that level and making sure our kids had a football game to play that night.
Right, and that brings us to one of the other topics to talk with you is your involvement with the CIF.
Yeah, I'm serving right now my second year as the president-elect of the CIF. Next year, when the school year starts, I'll be the president for a 2-year term. And I've been involved with CIF for a number of years while I was principal down in Merced, and I believe that the organization's a great organization. Pete Sacco does a terrific job as a commissioner, and to be able to support him and represent the interest of the schools as an officer in that organization is an honor for me as well, and I really enjoy staying involved with high school athletics.
Well, that probably means a lot of trips up and down 49 for you now.
Yeah, I get down to Lodi every now and then and talk with Pete and go to meetings down there.
They got some new offices, don't they?
Brand new office, yeah. We just built that office. We had our dedication about a month ago, and I was down there for that ceremony. We're one of the largest sections in the state of California, and so the numbers of kids we serve is huge, and it grows every year. More schools come online, and so it's nice now in my role with the CIF. Although I was elected in the South, I'm now serving the North, and I'm serving one of the strongest athletic districts in the state of California.
Well, listen, I knew that you were going to be here tonight, and that's why I gave you a call. I wanted you to come on and have everybody get a chance to take a look at you at home. Maybe they haven't come by the campus to meet you yet, or I know you've been doing a lot of community events and met a lot of people already, but nice opportunity to run into you tonight and spend a little time with you.
And I appreciate being invited, and I think it's a wonderful thing what your outfit does here covering high school sports, and I know you're all over this area. I want to thank you for that. It means a lot to the kids to see themselves on television.
Well, we're all over it, that's for sure. All right, Ralph, thanks a lot for joining us. Ralph Swenson here, brand new. Look at him, he's still squeaking. Squeaky clean guy coming right in, our new superintendent of schools. Guys, let's throw it back up to you.
Thanks a lot, Gil. Nice job. We'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Top This Truck and Auto Accessories. Owner Chuck Cavros knows that nothing makes your car or truck look better than accessories from Top This. And Top This delivers truck and auto attitude every day with the in-store display featuring accessories from WeatherGuard, DZ, and Racket truck racks, along with a selection of chrome toolboxes, mirrors, and tie-downs. Everything you need to give your truck some attitude. So get the service you want and get the products that you need at Top This Truck and Auto Accessories, your truck's favorite store.
And by our friends at Pioneer Motors. When you need a premium, low-mileage, quality, competitively priced, squeaky, clean used vehicle, look no further than Pioneer Motors. There is a reason that residents in Nevada County have voted them the best used car dealership for the past 7 years. And these guys at Pioneer Motors, they take that very seriously. They get it done right the first time, and that's why they have the best cars at the best prices every day. And that's at Pioneer Motors.
Chan Moon and Kurtzenbaum OD, specializing in family vision care for over 27 years. You can trust Chan Moon and Kurtzenbaum to offer thorough eye exams as they write and fill eyeglass prescriptions. They offer a selection of frames and lenses as well as special contacts for astigmatism. Just another example of how Jerry, Lisa, and Stephanie look after your health of your most precious gift of sight.
And by SPD Markets. Get into the football spirit with the ultimate tailgate zone at both locations of SPD. SPD supports the Nevada Union Miners is legendary, and what better way to attend the games or to watch the Miners on the game of the week than with chips and dip and sodas and all kinds of stuff from SPD. And of course, you'll always find USDA choice beef and everything else that makes SPD so special. That's SPD, your hometown pride IGA supermarket.
Placer Title Company. Placer Title is proud of the accomplishments of the NU football team. Their winning attitude reflects the character of our community and represents all of us. They applaud the parents, coaches, and players. And just like the Miners, Placer Title reaches new heights every day in customer service. It's the cornerstone of their business, and that's why they look forward to the opportunity to prove it to you. That's Placer Title Company. All right, let's throw it down to Gil here before the halftime's over. Go ahead, Gil.
Yeah, thanks a lot. Marty Matheson just walking by here, and I grabbed him, principal, of course, of Nevada Union. Another great football season, Marty. Your fourth one now. This is your fourth year here.
That's right, 4 years, and every game's been great, and I'm excited to be here again.
I know I was talking to you a little bit earlier that this will be your first graduating class that's been with the Big M program for 4 years.
That's right. It's been nice. And I think when I showed up here, I was the 8th principal in 5 years. And so, this year's a graduate, so they've been with the one principal the whole time.
And I know my daughter's part of that class, and it's just been nice to have that kind of stability up there that you're bringing.
Well, that was the whole thing. The first couple of years brings stability, and now we're really plugging away with the curriculum and our test scores and the standards, and it's been a lot of fun. Hired 13 new teachers this year and hired some real quality people, so there's some slight positive cultural changes going on. Everything was going great before, but it's even better now.
Well, that's exciting, and now we have the new superintendent of the high school, and we just talked to him a few minutes ago. Pretty nice guy.
Great guy, great fit for the team. Ralph's a good guy, and I really like the fact that Ralph's done my job for about 14 years, so he understands what I'm dealing with every day, and that's real important to me because when directions come down, the guy has a good idea what he's talking about.
Yeah, not only that, but he's also a former coach and some basketball, some football, involved with the CAF. That's got to help the school as well.
Well, I guess I got a slight bias, but I think that having that experience on the field and making those decisions and carrying that weight on your shoulders, it reflects over and makes a good administrator.
All right, well, listen, I just wanted to say hi and, of course, have everybody take a look. He's still here. He's the big guy there.
That's right. I'm here for a long time. Come get me.
All right. Nice to see you again. All right, Marty Matheson there, principal of Nevada Union. As the Miners get ready to come on the field, you're watching your NorCal Game of the Week 14-6. Guys, back up to you.
Thanks a lot, Gil, and we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week is being underwritten this evening by Statewide Homes. Statewide Homes is your exclusive full-service Fleetwood manufactured homes dealership in Nevada County, and they also have a great location. You can now see them from the freeway on Sutton Way, just up from Knight's Paint. You'll find 2 complete model homes for you to see the latest home design from the Fleetwood line. Statewide Homes, your official Fleetwood homes dealership in Nevada County, answering the need for affordable housing in our community.
And by Grass Valley Glass. There's no need to let the winter chill drive up your heating costs when Grass Valley Glass is ready to come out to your house and give you a complete home window inspection. They offer a complete line of energy-efficient windows from Milgard and can install them for you before the weather turns cold. So go see Shauna Marty and NU football alumni Curtis Solon, the specialist in everything that's glass, and they love to support NU football. That's Grass Valley Glass.
Walker's Office Supplies. Walker's Office Supplies is the friendliest place in town. It's where they know your business and they know your name because they're local, just like you. Mike Anderson and his family love to get you the supplies that you need. If they don't have what you are looking for in stock, they'll order it for you from their huge warehouse and deliver it to you the very next day. You can't beat the customer service at Walker's Office Supplies.
And by our friends at Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP. Francis, Cinto, and Graziano have 2 locations to serve you, but no matter which location you choose, you can trust that they specialize in tax preparation and making your business grow. That's because they're CPAs and business consultants all rolled into one. And it's time to plan for next year's tax season already, so get those deductions you need and deserve by going to Francis, Cinto, and Graziano, where they have an eye on your future.
Plaza Tire and Auto Service. Plaza Tire is the official auto repair facility of your NorCal Game of the Week, and they have been voted Nevada County's best for the past 7 years. Mark and Mike Hauser know how important it is for you to get to every game. So if the Commander 2 is down, they come running to get her back on all of her wheels and are on the road so you don't miss a single NU minor football game. Plaza Tire and Auto Service, professional auto repair done on your schedule, not theirs. And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating 11th season of local sports television. Be sure to join us next time for Week 4 of the 2007 football season. We'll bring you our first football doubleheader broadcast featuring the NU Miners versus the Granite Bay Grizzlies and the Bear River Bruins versus the Marysville Indians. It's all coming up on your NorCal Game of the Week, a football doubleheader weekend exclusively on our Foothill network of stations, ACTV Channel 20, Sudden Link Channel 23, Lake of the Pines Channel 7, and the Grass Valley, Nevada City area on NCTV Channel 11. And Paul, it's about time for the start of the third quarter, but tell me, what did you think about that first half?
Well, I think beyond the fact that the Nevada Union Miners are ahead 14-6, they were the best team on the field. They scored twice, as you know, and they managed to hold a very good Del Oro Golden Eagles team to a minimum of yardage, and you've also got to make a note that there were 2 turnovers that were very tough for the Golden Eagles.
Well, here's the kickoff, and it's going to be a squibber down the sideline, and coming over for it, they're going to let it go out of bounds. It'll be a penalty. They'll bring it out to the 35-yard line, where the Golden Eagles will start 1st and 10 on their own 35 in good field position as we start this second half. Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown saying thank you for joining us on this NorCal Game of the Week. Touchdown Productions very happy to bring you this exciting NU football action.
Well, Marty, that kickoff was it was darn near. I mean, it was kicked out of bounds, but it was darn near caught up to by the Miners. It just trickled out of bounds just in time before a Miner was able to put a hand on it.
Well, spread formation for the Golden Eagles as Saunders brings his team out in shotgun formation. Rolling, he's looking deep, going deep on the first play. He's got his man, but he overthrows him. Boy, that was another overthrown pass, and that was intended for Michaela. He had beaten the defensive back.
That had to be a preset play that they decided to go after while during the halftime break. They were going to try and eat up a whole bunch of yardage with one big play there on the first play from scrimmage. But that ball was thrown over the left-hand shoulder of Michaela, far too close to the sideline for him to be able to adjust and catch that ball.
Now back in standard formation. Over center now is Saunders. Single back in the backfield. In motion is Hart. There's a fake again. They got trying to go deep, and it's overthrown again. Good coverage by Nevada Union as Nick Basso was covering in the secondary.
So it'll be third down for Del Oro. 2 incomplete passes. Put them 10 yards away from a first down.
Coming out is Caldwell for Nevada Union.
Let's see if they go back to number 12, Ryan Oaten, who they had success with in the first half.
2 receivers out to the left. Shotgun formation is Saunders. That's that pass over into the flat. Quick, hog-tied and going for about 7 yards is Michaela, but he's going to come up short. Nevada Union holds, and the Eagles will be forced to punt.
And that's what you get when you have 2 incomplete passes on the first 2 plays from scrimmage. You're forced to go with a third pass or a counter play of some kind.
Back to receive in punt formation is George and also Matt Anderson. Here's the punt. It's going to be short. And it takes a Eagles bounce and it goes all the way down to the 21-yard line where it'll be downed and it'll be 1st and 10 Nevada Union. Looks like they're going to spot it on the 22.
So, Marty, we'll see if Nevada Union continues to try to work the center of that Del Oro line. Coach Humphers has repeatedly tried to go over right tackle, and let's see if he can have success with that in the second half here.
So Wivholm now over center. Single back in the backfield. There's a quick handoff. And it doesn't go anywhere. As coming up and making that stop is Jason Heath, trying to go over the left guard position.
That's that option play we saw on a number of times in the first half, and that first man through just really hasn't been going anywhere, Marty.
Well, they're trying to go over a big defensive lineman. That's Jason Heath, and he's not having any part of it.
No, there's penetration into the backfield.
There's a handoff to Ryan. He gets a couple. So both teams, one team comes out throwing and the other team comes out running. So that's maybe a gain of about a yard, so it'll be 3rd down and 9. So I would assume that a pass play will be coming in from the sidelines. Coach Humphreys is sending in Scarborough, 190-pound senior, 6'1" with the call. There's a shot of the Del Oro crowd. The student body there's a delay of game. That'll step off 5 yards as the crowd goes crazy across the way.
So it'll be 3rd down and about 15 now.
It's cooled off quite a bit since we've started this ball game.
Well, we were expecting some rain, but
about 10 o'clock, they said. I don't know how close it is to 10 o'clock yet, but it does smell like rain. So now it's 3rd down and about 14. And a quick handoff over that left side again, but once again, Jason Heath puts a stop to that.
And we'll have a punt with 4th down and about 12.
Well, Mike Michaela will go back as a single receiver in punt formation in about his own 40-yard line. There's another booming
big
kick.
Big punt.
So going to be over the head, and he's going to let it go. And it's going to come to a rest on about the 25-yard line. Boy, I tell you, Marty Beelan is just unloading with that punt.
He kicked that ball from about his 10, and it bounced on the Del Oro 30-yard line. That was, well, if I'm right, good
That's
gravy.
60 yards.
That's a 60-yard punt. Is that possible?
Yes, it is. He's got a strong leg. A good field goal kicker, too.
He doesn't kick a spiral. The ball doesn't go up in a traditional spiral. It's kind of a knuckleball like, but it just keeps rising and he gets a lot of air under it.
They got a lot of hang time. So now it'll be 1st and 10 from their own 23-yard line, looks like, as the Eagles start trying to get something going here in the 3rd quarter. There's a handoff over the left side. Is going to go for a couple maybe, and that's about it, as the whole right side of the Nevada Union defensive line comes up, makes that stop.
Huge crowd here tonight. after halftime. Both sides are completely full, standing room only here at Cooper
We got
Stadium.
people sitting up on Tightwad Hill up there in the dirt.
They sure do.
No place to sit. Every seat is taken across the way from us. There's the Del Oro crowd. They support their team, and it's only about a hour drive up from Loomis, so they're here. There's a pass right over the middle to their big
there's
wide
Oten.
receiver, and he's got some speed. He could go.
Got
The
one
only
man to
can
beat.
catch him is Stanford, and he pulls him down at about the 15-yard line. The only man that could get him was Stanford, and he got him.
Boy, I'll tell you, Oten is some kind of big mover. When he gets moving down that sideline, he's like a Mack truck.
You wouldn't think anybody 6'5" could have that kind of speed.
And I'll tell you, Stanford went to the knees to get him. Watch him, and he gets outside, but watch him move. This is a 6'5", 235-pound young man, and watch the tackle. He has to go real low and take him out at the knees. Kind of a risky tackle, not what you would coach, but what else you going to do? Put your helmet in on that guy? That guy's big.
There's the handoff to Michaela. Oh, he could bust it in the end zone. He does. Very quickly, Del Oro scores as the crowd goes crazy across the way.
Big play by Oten, big play by Michaela. And this game
go
is
for two, I think, now to tie this up.
It could be. They haven't put the score on the board yet. There they go. And we'll see, yes, they're going to go for two, Marty, to make up for that missed extra point earlier.
So coming out is Saunders. I wouldn't be surprised they hand it off to Michaela.
That would seem to be the...
or a rollout by Saunders.
Or a rollout. Well, they've got Oten in the backfield now. Look at that. Yeah, they've got him as like a fullback. Now he moves to the side. I would guess it'll be a rollout. Oh, there's a flag. It's too much time.
Delay a game.
That's going to cost them 5 yards. They may kick it now, Marty.
No, I think that they're 5 yards. There may be a rollout now by Saunders.
So you think they'll still go for it and not take the 1 point?
Yeah, I think so. Because they had that bad snap on that extra point. You got to remember, Del Oro can move that ball, and they've got some good receivers in there. And all I got to do is get Oden out in the flat, and he's 6'5". Just lob it up there and let him bring it down. He shifts again, and we'll go with the same play. Saunders now. Michaela in the backfield. Roll out, they fake. He's got a man right wide open, and that goes to Hart, Jeremy Hart, and that was wide open. That ties the score.
Wow.
Nobody on him.
That looked a lot like the same play they scored on in the first half.
I think it was the same play.
Yep, it looks like they had, I think they found themselves a soft spot in that Nevada Union defense. He rolls out and spreads his receivers out to the right. There was one defensive man, and there were two wide receivers out there, Marty. He had a choice of who he wanted to throw to.
Exactly. And that was a 65-yard drive, all set up by that pass by Saunders over to Otten as he rambled down the sideline. A touchdown-saving tackle by Kemp Stanford. But then that run in there by Michaela for a touchdown. Here's the touchdown again, Paul.
Let's take a look at this. Now you can see this is, like I said, the same play. Well, we don't. We'll go back to that in a second, I'm sure. So we have a tie ball game.
Here it is.
So he rolls out, fakes in line. Oh, this is the touchdown. I'm sorry. This is Michaela.
Untouched.
He could have gone 99 yards.
There's another short kick. And they hand it off, but nobody was buying that one. Stanford fielded that short punt, handed it off to Corey George, and was tackled immediately by the up front line of the Eagles, and Nevada Union will start now in a brand new game, 14-14 on their own 27-yard line, 1st and 10.
So let's see if Nevada Union can respond after Del Oro scores pretty easily in the
yeah, they did make a
last series of plays.
There's that quick handoff to Browning as he gets about 4 yards on the carry. Tackled in there by Chaz Caruth.
Nevada Union stays on the ground. I wonder if he's going to try those plays that we scored on at the end of the first half. He found receivers open to the left outside. Let's see if he works it back on that outside.
So Wivholm now over center. Hands off. Oh, that stopped right for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
I don't understand the play calling there, Marty. Here's the extra point, and we're going to get a replay on that, I believe. Here it is.
That's when they called the delay a game. Yeah, that was a delay a game. That was pretty exciting. Now it's 3rd down and about 7 yards to go for a first. Maybe forced to put the ball in the air. They do. They got... Oh, it's wobbled, and it's going to be picked off as Meter takes it down over the left sideline and takes it all the way on down to about the 20-yard line. That ball was tipped.
It was a bad decision by John Wivholm. He was looking outside, and then he was rushed, and he saw his receiver open. He saw his receiver open over the middle, and just as he was being crushed, he let that ball go, and unwisely, he should have just eaten the ball.
But he was hit very hard. His arm was hit, or the ball was tipped right into the hands of Andrew Meter, and now the Golden Eagles are in a golden opportunity.
That's a fact.
Down on the 20-yard line of Nevada Union. And here's that quarterback sneak up the middle. He's got plenty of room. He's got one man to beat. He's going to go in for the score. That is Cole Sanders scores quickly.
Wow.
Man, that didn't take long. That was that design quarterback sneak.
The Golden Eagles have come out the second half with a vengeance. I mean, Marty, they just act like they're just flat out mad.
Well, I'll tell you one thing, that I wouldn't want to be in that locker room with Casey Taylor during that halftime, because he must have told them a couple things or two.
He must have whooped up on his boys, because they came out here and they are steamrolling over the Nevada Union Miners.
So now this is a try for the extra point with 6:21 left to go in this third period. 20-14, and a good snap this time, and it's blocked
again
by Ryan. Cameron Ryan comes in and blocks that extra point.
That was a thing of beauty.
Nobody got in his way. He just timed it perfectly.
That was a thing of beauty. Ryan just lays himself out to get a block on the extra point. Okay, I think we're going to get a replay of something here.
This is the interception.
Oh, here's the interception. You'll see how Wivholm is rushed. He's looking left. Then he has to go back to center, but he gets the ball away just as he's hit.
Yep, that's what exactly it was. That
but look, he threw it into a lot of coverage. Yep.
Yeah.
There was no chance of that, even if he had time.
The pass was intended for Colin Casey, and it was into double coverage, but he was hit. Had he not been hit, it may have been completed. So good block on that extra point by Ryan, and now it's a 6-point ball game. So the crowd here for Nevada Union is stunned as all the momentum has shifted from the end of that half.
This is so true, but now Nevada Union will get the ball back. Let's see if Del Oro makes one of those short spinner kicks, or if they kick it deep. It looks like they're set up to kick it short. It is.
Kicking it across the field. It's going to go out of bounds, and they'll take the ball on the 35-yard line.
So for some reason, Del Oro has opted to just allow the
their defense
the ball
is
to be down at the 35 rather than to risk the return, I guess.
Well, the thing is, Nevada Union hasn't been able to move the ball.
True. At least not this half they haven't.
They haven't, no.
And Marty, they keep hammering away on the inside, the hammer away off the guards and the tackles. They're getting nowhere, and a lot of times they're losing yardage. And the plays that seem to be working for the Miners are the quick pass plays, the outs, and the option play when they go around the outside. I think we have the replay of the touchdown here. Here it is. And this is almost a no-touch. He goes straight up the middle and then moves to the outside, and look at him just power his way. I don't think he was touched.
No, I don't think so either. He just took it in for the score. The land of the quick six.
2 plays and bang. They're on the scoreboard.
Well, let's see if Nevada Union can step up. Wilhelm's back in the game at quarterback. And there's a handoff, and there's going to be a penalty called.
It could be a holding. Now here's the great block of the extra point. Watch this. This is textbook. He just lays himself out there and gets it with his hands. That was number 7, Ryan, Cameron Ryan. Beautifully done.
Cassie Walker on that camera work. Nice job in there.
So the penalty is going to go against
Nevada Union. It
Yes.
was looks like it was illegal procedure. No, they're going to take it back 10 yards.
So it'll be first and
First
20.
and 20.
Not what they needed.
No, they're going in the wrong direction. They're going to be forced to put the ball up in the air again, and that's been proven to be their Achilles heel tonight.
I don't think they've had a first down the whole second half, Marty. It's 6 minutes and 15 seconds left in the third quarter.
He's rolling out, throws over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Withholm seems to be a little shaken. He rolled out to his right that time, didn't set his feet, and tried to complete the pass over the middle, really without a receiver really open.
So second down and 20. Withholm barks out the signals. He's rolling it out again. He's got a man out in the flat. That was Anderson, and that ball's incomplete. Say one thing, Del Oro has stepped up the intensity here.
You know, they just seem to be moving faster. Their defensive line is penetrating. They're beating the Nevada Union offensive line, and they're in the backfield almost every play. I don't know what he said to him at halftime, but they be motivated.
Third down and 20. Roll out again, and they're going to throw a screen pass out into the flat. They're going to, whoa, boy, he was hit hard. Coming up on that was number 31. That's Hunter Paul.
That was Brian Scarborough with the reception. He got popped, but it didn't seem to faze him much.
He got picked up about 9 yards, but well short of the first down. So now it'll be Nevada Union forced to punt again as Kyle Beelan comes in. He's been getting a lot of work tonight. Good snap. Another good kick. Well, that's going to go way over the head of Michaela. Now he picks it up on the 15-yard line. Goes around the corner. He's got the man in front of him. He's got some speed, and he's going to be down the sideline and run out of bounds at about the 48-yard line.
Wow, this kid Michaela, when he puts on the Jets, he's got some afterburners, Marty.
Well, he's picking it up and laying him down as he turns that corner. He fielded that ball about the 12, ran back to about the 10, went up the sideline.
Here's the replay on that. Everybody had given up on it. I thought he was going to let the ball just die there, like about the 10-yard line. At the last minute, he decides to pick it up right there and heads for the sidelines. And Michaela, watch him kick into a second gear here. Wow. He outruns all of those defenders from Nevada Union, and if it hadn't been slowed down right there, he might have picked his way home.
So it's on, the ball is placed on the 46-yard line of Nevada Union. Rolling out is now Sanders out into the flat and overthrows his receiver, and that was intended for Barry Nobles. So it'll bring up 2nd and 10.
There's a good shot at Cole Saunders, taking a play from his coach. 6'2", 200 pounds, Cole Saunders.
Second and 10. There's a handoff to Michaela, and he just gets up to the line of scrimmage. So that'll bring up 3rd and long again. He picks up a yard.
So the Miners with an opportunity on 3rd and long. A stop here will get the ball back. They're lined up as if they're going to blitz.
Now they shift back. There's a rollout. Oh, he's got his man deep, and he overthrows him. But he had number 12 Otten wide open down the right side.
That pass was to number 11. I believe that was to Jeremy Hart.
Right.
But Otten was also open, as you were saying, over on the right side if he had decided to go that direction. I'm not sure how they're going to cover Otten. He is so big that if he just throws it up, I think he could out-jump any of these kids here. That
exactly. Del Oro forced a punt back to receive.
Darn near blocked again.
And it's a high kick. It's going to take a Del Oro bounce deep into Nevada Union territory, bound to the 9-yard line. So once again, Nevada Union starts deep in their own territory, and they've got 90 yards to go to tie this game up.
And I know what Coach Humphers is thinking right now. He wants to establish a ground game. He's been trying, he's been blasting into the line again and again. If he's going to make his passing game work, he's got to get something going on the ground. And earlier in the game, in the first quarter, he was actually succeeding and making some plays and popping some from the inside. But now it seems like they need to go outside to make any yardage.
Well, at the end of the half, they were running those sweeps to the right and to the left. There's a shot of Humphers.
Great coach for NU.
Let's see what Nevada Union can do deep in their own territory. In motion and a handoff over the right side. That is Anderson. He carries for a couple.
That was a little counter play. He faked to the first back going through and then countered to the second back.
Picked up about 6 yards on the carry.
Maybe a little misdirection like that will work on the inside.
There's a handoff to Ryan. He
made a fumble,
and it's going to be picked up by Del Oro. By number 23, Greg Andre.
No flags on the field.
That ball just squirted forward about 10 yards.
That's a killer. That's an absolute killer. About the time it looked like they were going to establish something on the ground.
He had gotten the first down.
He sure did, and he had coughed that ball up. You know, it may have been hit out of his hand. They may have punched that ball out. Let's see on the replay.
Because it went forward about 10 yards.
But he makes it through the line, and he had made the first down.
Trying to get that extra.
It looked like it could have been punched out.
Good straight arm here by.
So Del Oro on the move again.
Deep in Nevada Union territory. There's that quarterback sneak again. And he could go again. Just about one man to beat, and he's down to about the 9-yard line. Boy, oh boy, that's a big play.
That may not even be a called play. He may just see that there's a big hole available and just take off. Most coaches give their quarterbacks that option. And, well, I'll tell you what, though, number 5, Cole Saunders, as big as he is and as quick as he is, he's as good as having another back in the backfield.
Yeah, he's 6'2", 200 pounds, senior. He's a player. So now the back's up against the wall for Nevada Union as we've got 35 seconds left to go in this quarter. This could be the last play of the third quarter. I formation. In motion is Hart. Now there's a delay of game again. That's the second one they had in this quarter.
You know, again, I'm having trouble reading the clock, Marty. Is that 33 seconds left or 3 minutes and 35 seconds?
33.5 seconds.
So there hasn't been a lot of good things to say about the Miners on this quarter.
Well, every one of their drives, they've had to start deep in their own territory, and except for that out-of-bound kick, and then they started to move the ball, and they fumbled it. So here we go. There's a handoff to Michaela over the left side, gets it down right back to the original line of scrimmage that they started with. It's
good tackle there by number 15. I believe that's Matt Shake.
So now it'll be down to the ball beyond the 10-yard line where it'll be second and goal.
Shake's been solid in the middle, number 15 for the Miners all day on defense. I'm not sure how many tackles he's got, but he's had a lot of them.
Here's the rollout. He's got 2 men in the end zone. There's that short pass again, and it was to number 11. That's Hart, and it looks like he got in for the score.
They held him up right there at the 1-yard line, and he stretched himself in with a great second effort to get over the line.
That play has been open all night long when they send the 2 receivers out into the flat.
They roll to the right. They've got 2 receivers. They've got Hart and Oden, both on the right-hand side. They're going to keep running it until they figure out a way to stop it.
Now it looks like they're going to go for 2 now. No, they're going to kick it.
Well, a kick would make it 27-14, Del Oro.
They're going to fake it. They're going to throw it across the...
That didn't work.
No, that was intended for their big wide receiver.
So with the 2 missed extra points, Marty, they keep it within 12 points, which is where the good news ends for Nevada Union this quarter. There's your line score.
Where it was all Nevada Union in that second quarter. Now it's in the third quarter. It's all the Golden Eagles, as they're putting on quite an offensive performance tonight.
They really are, and they've been assisted by the offense or the offense of the Nevada Union Miners with the turnover in the last.
2 turnovers in this period in this quarter. The interception and the fumble.
Oh, we've got some news from Bear River, our team, my team, Marty. They have won 9-7. This is the first time they've been scored upon this year, though, with 7 points.
With 7 points.
But they are 3-0 now.
That game must be over. That was the final score. Oh, they're a trickery going, a pass all the way across the field. And
he's still going.
And he takes it all the way up to the 38-yard line.
So back to that Bear River game, Marty. Now that they've played 3 games and only given up 7 points and won 3 games, maybe they'll get a little bit of
recognition from the Sacramento Bee.
The Sacramento Bee didn't have them even ranked. And
Nope.
So if you're listening from the Bee, heads up, guys. Bear River's for real.
Looks like Wood Creek's a good ball club.
Absolutely.
They play Marysville next week. We'll be covering that in the second half of our doubleheader. Here's the handoff over the left side, carrying the ball and covering it up very wisely. That is Jared Ralph. First time he's carried the ball tonight.
So Coach Humphers decides to stay on the ground. Going to keep pounding away. Boy, that quarterback draw sure seems to be open whenever they want it for Del Oro. Maybe they'll try something similar here.
There's the rollout to his right. Wivholm looking and throws it low. And I don't know if it's going to be caught. They're going to give him the catch. No, they're not. The ball was thrown low.
Wivholm should have just kept that ball and kept running. There really wasn't much there. Even if there had been a reception, it wouldn't have been worth more than maybe 2 yards.
So that brings up third and about 7. So once again, Nevada Union needs a first down here to keep this alive, and rolling out, and they're going to screen pass over in the right flat, and coming up and making a great defensive tackle. That is number 31, Hunter Paul. He saves it for the Golden Eagles, and once again, Nevada Union forced a punt.
It was a good call. It was a screenplay. It was a little slow developing, but there were blockers out in front of him. Paul comes up and makes an excellent play to make that tackle. Here's the
There's
punt.
a good snap. Once again, Wheeling gets a great kick. And it's going to go out of bounds and inside the, let's see, the 12-yard line. Great kick. He's done. There's one aspect of the game that's going well tonight for the Miners.
That time he kicked it, fortunately, he kicked it away from, I believe it's been Michaela who's been scoring or been returning these kicks so beautifully. And he kicked it to the left-hand corner and it went out of bounds. You keep it out of Michaela's hands, maybe they can get him tied up here in their own territory.
So we've got 58 seconds left to go. So starting deep in their own part of the field is Del Oro, and there's a handoff, a quick hitter, and the ball is stolen away.
It's on the ground.
Got it. No, he just actually stole it away.
A big break for the Miners. Picking up the fumble just before the change of the third quarter. And they'll take over on their own 25-yard line. Big opportunity for the Miners. That's got the crowd on their feet.
The Miners up for 1st and 10. There's a handoff over the left side.
Here's the replay of that fumble.
That wasn't a fumble. He stole it right out of his arm. Watch this.
You're sure right. He just ripped it out of his arms.
Yeah, right.
One held him up and the other one ripped it out.
That's what you call tackling the ball, and he did it.
That was a mugging. That was a great defensive play. That's what they needed.
2nd and 8 for the Miners. There's an option, and they pitch it back.
He's got some room.
He could go. He's at the 5. Touchdown, Nevada Union.
And we got a football game, Marty. 2026.
Let's see. Hold on.
Oh, they're going to bring it back. I don't see a flag on the field, but
Holding against Nevada Union. Boy, that's a killer.
That's a killer.
Colin Casey's talking with the referees that I hold.
So the Miners will try it again. This time it'll be 2nd and about 8.
That was a beautiful play.
Well, that's what they've been trying to do all night. But they've been handing off inside and just pounding away inside. Finally,
that was the option play, and he pitched back to Anderson.
Wivholm got outside and made a late pitch. It was a beautifully executed play.
There's an inside handoff to Browning. Goes for a couple. That'll be the end of the 3rd quarter.
Oh,
as the gun goes off.
That gun is right below us, and both of us about jump out of our skin every time it goes off.
Well, at the end of 3 quarters of play, as the wave or whatever they're doing over there, the student body going left and right over there on the Del Oro side. I'm getting seasick. 26-14 in favor of Del Oro, as this is a repeat from last year, as Del Oro came back in the second half down at Del Oro, and they went into overtime, and then the game was won in overtime.
There's no question about who the dominant team is here the second half. I mean, beyond what you see in the line score, Del Oro came out with energy.
Let's take a look at that replay of that touchdown was called back.
So he goes down the line and makes a late pitch. I don't see any holding. And it's wide open for number 24, Matt Anderson. And Anderson's beautiful executed run is going to be called back for a hold.
And I had one of my patented famous calls there, and for the touchdown, and got to be called back.
They get another chance.
Here's the option again, and he doesn't pitch it this time. He holds on, comes up short of the first down. That'll bring up 4th down, and they may try for a field goal here. They're only
they're down by 12 points. Field goal's not going to do them much good, Marty. They need to get a first down. They need to get in that end zone. Wivholm came down the line that time on the same option play that they scored with that was called back, and it was so late developing that by the time it came time for him to pitch it out, the defense had made the adjustment. It was all over his outside receiver. So
they're going to have to hurry.
Well, they're going to get this play off. It's going to be close.
4th and 4. Anderson now, timeout's going to have to be called. The clock is about ready to run down. I think they were trying to draw him offside with that quick move by Anderson.
Either that or they were waiting for a play to come in from the sidelines.
Well, Wivholm brought in that play.
Yeah,
he was over talking to.
You could very well be right. They could have been trying to draw them offsides, because that would have given them the first down. There's a good picture of the girls in white and the band in blue.
Well, Nevada Union's got an uphill climb here in this 4th quarter, as they're trailing by 12.
And the first step of that climb is going to be to get. And the first step of that climb, like I said, Marty, is going to have to be to get in the end zone right now, right here. They've got the opportunity. It's 4th down and about 4. They need to get this first down and punch one in if they're going to get back in this game.
So here it is, 4th and about 4. This could be your ball game right here for the Nevada Union Miners. Rollout, got a man in the end zone.
There he
short.
is.
He caught it. Good play. That is Kemp Stanford.
And it'll be a first down for the Nevada Union Miners on about the 9-yard line.
1st and goal. Big 4th down play, Paul.
Absolutely. They strung that play out to the right-hand side. I didn't catch who that receiver was, Marty.
That was Stanford.
Was that Stanford?
Kemp Stanford, number 10. 6 foot, 185.
They've got 4 plays to get it in the end zone.
Trying to go over the right side is Browning, and he stopped with no gain.
They can't make a first down.
So they'll have to take it in on this drive if they're going to capitalize on this opportunity.
Like I said before, I would think they would go back to the same plays, those outside quick passes that they scored on late in the first half.
Here we go. A rollout.
He's going for the flag.
And
he's going to get in. Touchdown, Nevada Union. And we got a football game.
Browning takes it in over the left side. Had blocker out in front of him. And he's managed to, just like you said, run that play to the outside. It was so successful at the end of the half.
Well, they've reeled him in. The score is now 20-26. They're going to see if they can add the extra point.
Plenty of time left in this ballgame. Low snap, but the kick is up and good. That should make it 26-20 now.
So Nevada Union doing exactly what they had to do. It's 21-26.
Oh, I said 26-21, I'm sorry.
Punching.
They haven't put that on the screen yet.
But now they have to stop an offense of the Del Oro Golden Eagles that they haven't been able to stop at all this second half. Here's the replay. And the rollout.
Then he hands it off to Browning.
And from that angle, now watch, there's a block right here. Number 19 makes the key block.
Scarborough made a nice block that sprung Browning loose.
So watch Browning in this second effort and just barely getting in there over the post. Great effort by Browning.
So Beelan will kick. They're going to probably keep the ball away from Michaela, I would assume. Maybe they're going to try an onside kick here. 9:58 they do, and it's going to be fielded by, goes to 10 yards, but boy, I tell you, do you want to give Del Oro
the ball on the 50-yard line? I don't understand that, to tell the truth, Marty. But they have been,
got a strong leg. All he's got to do is get it down there.
But they have been returning.
Kick the ball out of bounds. Yeah. Get it on the 35.
Like that would be the strategy that was used by Del Oro.
I don't know. Right, here we go. 1st and 10 on their 50-yard line.
That ball was fielded by Chaz Carruth.
Single back in the backfield. There's that pass in the corner. Oh, he could go. He's at that 30.
See you later.
Oh, nice tackle, but I don't know if they give him a face mask on that or not.
It looked pretty obvious, like a face mask. I don't see a flag.
Stanford made the tackle, but boy, I tell you, that was he brought him down in a hurry. Right out in front of Chris Glass, who had to get out of the way. Very agile over there on the sideline.
If we see that again, he may have got him just under the pads and not on. Here's that play again. I don't think he got the face mask.
Quick pass out in the flat.
But he's got nothing but room.
Watch his head turn, though.
And he reaches out to get him, and no, he got him around the shoulder.
Okay.
Yep.
Chris Glass on that camera work. Nice job. Taking his life in his own hands. There's a quick hitter up the right side that doesn't go anywhere. Maybe you lost a yard. But once again, the Del Oro Golden Eagles are on the move.
Testing.
Second down and about 9 for the Eagles. Saunders back in shotgun formation. 2 receivers out to the left, 2 out to the right. Now he takes it on that quarterback's keeper, and he takes it all the way down to the 15-yard line.
Boy, having him in the backfield to go up the middle like that is like having a fullback. He is a big guy, and he's quick to that line.
Yeah, 6'2", 200-pound senior. He's been there before. And now it's the 3rd and about 4. Their field goal kicker is a little suspect, so this may be 2-down territory for them if they don't get the first down here. They had a couple bad snaps tonight, and one blocked extra point. So 3rd and 4, and they're going to draw him offside. They got into the neutral zone, but they get back. Now he rolls out. He's got some room, but then he throws it on a comebacker that looked like Otten, and that'll be 1st and goal for the Golden Eagles.
Boy, that's some strong arm, huh, Marty?
Oh, boy, he's got it.
He does. He rifled that ball on the run in a semi-sidearm throw right on the dot to Otten. And Otten's such a big target that you look down the field there, you don't need to see over his lineman too far to see that big body going across the field.
And he came back for that ball. So it's 1st and goal, the Golden Eagles. I formation. There's a handoff over the right side. Gets a couple maybe.
Looks like he's inside the 5.
Ball carrier Hunter Paul. Second and goal. Clock continues to run. 7:24 left in this ball game. Now they shift. And there's a handoff over the right side. That doesn't go anywhere as the left side of the Nevada Union defensive line stops him.
This would be a big defensive series for the Miners if they could hold them out here on the 5-yard line. Like you said earlier, it is 2-down territory. It's 3rd down. I can't imagine they won't go.
I wouldn't be surprised to see that quarterback keeper again.
Yeah, that would make a lot of sense.
That thing has been getting a lot of yardage.
They haven't stopped it yet, so why wouldn't they go back to that?
So let's see what happens. It's a rollout. Looking for his big man, but there's a penalty flag. He gets down to about the 2.
They may have a hold.
Yeah, they do. You're right. You called it. That'll back him up 10 yards.
I didn't see the number, but I saw the hold in the backfield, and it'll be a 3rd down repeat. But this time it'll be, it looks like it'll be 3rd and...
Well, the only problem with that, by sending them back 10 yards, it gives them more room for the receivers to make their moves into the end zone. You get the ball down on the 2-yard line, they got limited options.
So would you maybe have declined that penalty and gone with the 4th and 4 yards to the end zone?
Well, it was down on the 2, so it'd have been 4th and 2. But now we'll see what happens with it's 3rd and still goal, but they're all the way out to the 12-yard line now.
Crowd on their feet.
Shotgun formation, high snap, looking in the end zone. He's got his man wide open. That's Michaela. Nobody there to cover him. Touchdown, Del Oro.
Number 10 for Kemp Stanford had fallen down, and the defensive back was nowhere near the receiver.
No, he was wide open in the corner. Let's see what they're going to go for two. Looks like they will be. 32-21 right now.
And that is one nail in the coffin. They really needed a hold there.
Now they're going to kick the extra point now.
That would make it 33-21.
Snap down, kick is up, and it's good. First time tonight they've been able to kick an extra point. 33-21 your line score.
So a solid drive by the Del Oro Golden Eagles results in a touchdown. Here's a replay of that final score. Now watch this. You'll see the lineman trip, or the defensive back trip, right there and to your left of your picture. Right there,
He lost a step.
Yeah, he was far behind that play. You would still think, though, that he would be up on the line of scrimmage on that receiver. I don't know why there was nobody out there, and that's the second or third time we've seen that tonight. So it was 6 minutes and 17 seconds left, Marty. Del Oro leading Nevada Union 33-21.
Well, let's see how they kick it to Nevada Union this time. There's a little squirrel going to be taken up short by Cole Stanford, and he's tackled immediately at about the 37-yard line, where it'll be 1st and 10, Nevada Union, trailing now by a score of 33-21, and they definitely have an uphill battle here in this fourth quarter, Paul.
Well, the good news is they're starting with good field position, because Del Oro insists on kicking it out of bounds and giving it to them on the 35. But they need to mount a drive now. In fact, with 6 minutes left, they need to score actually pretty quickly.
Chris Griffin over center right now. I mean, centering the ball.
There he is. He's open.
And he just overthrows Matt Anderson. He had him wide open. He beat this defensive back just a little bit long.
Anderson looked to his inside and then looked to the outside.
I think he lost about a half a step on that.
Yep, just because he couldn't find the ball. He was certainly wide open if he had found it. So we have 2nd and 10.
There's a handoff to Anderson over the right side, and it gets stopped immediately, maybe for a loss. It is a loss of about 3, where it'll bring up 3rd and 13. So once again, Nevada Union unable to move the ball in this series of downs.
They really haven't found any play that consistently works against Del Oro. They've worked inside, outside. Most of their plays that they've scored on have been the outside, but they're struggling.
Rolling out now is Wibholm, and its ball is almost intercepted. It was tipped by Joe Burnett.
Wibholm throwing into traffic, rolling to his left, spots his receiver, but throws into 1, 2, 3 defensive players that easily could have been intercepted.
So once again, going back to punt for the umpteenth time tonight is Kyle Beelan. Del Oro calls timeout. That'll stop the clock with 5 minutes and 24 seconds, as this Nevada Union crowd is just plain stunned right now.
Nobody's leaving though, Marty.
No, they're not. They stay here till the end.
This game going past the time that generally it ends, but
Jeez, what else is new, huh?
It's 10-13. But it hasn't started raining.
Yeah, they said the rain was supposed to come at about 10 o'clock.
And the old lady hasn't started singing. But I'll tell you what, she's tuning up. There's a good-looking Del Oro crowd.
Look at the. Too bad you have the camera on this NU cheerleaders here. That was quite a maneuver.
They love their football here in Nevada City, and they should. A great program here at NU.
So 4th down, and it looks like they're going for it.
4th and about 14.
Rolling out, looking over the middle. It's going to be intercepted. I don't know. I would have dropped that ball. It was 4th and 14. They could have had the ball back on the 35-yard line.
You tell a high school kid to go ahead and drop that interception. That doesn't happen, unfortunately.
Well, it's like that old rule: never make a putt you don't need. Right?
I have never heard that one.
That's one of my favorite rules.
Well, with 5:16 left in the 4th quarter, that would be 2 nails in the coffin. Unfortunately, Nevada Union needs something miraculous to happen now.
Well, they've got to get the ball back, but I think now Del Oro will be content to run the clock out, just keep running, putting the ball on the ground.
Oh, there's a fumble.
And let's see, Nevada Union's got it. Well, it's not over yet, folks.
We were looking for miraculous, and there's the first part of it.
So right where they had ball was intercepted, they get like a completed pass. So now they'll have a chance to.
So the interception, which was as good as a punt, and now here's the play, and he just basically coughs the ball up, squirts out the back.
There it goes.
Yep.
I didn't see who came up with it. It looks like, if you hold the camera, hold it. It's like number 13. Josh Cole. So now Wilvin is back to pass, and he's completes it for about 5 yards down to the 40-yard line of Del Oro.
The official winds the clock, so the clock will continue ticking. It's 4:59 left in the 4th. 2nd down and 5. Nevada Union isn't making a big effort to get the play in quickly. Full huddle.
2nd and about 5 yards for the 1st down. There is the rollout again, looking over the middle, and he's got, just overthrown. Had his man wide open. That was Anderson, just a little bit too high.
He also had Cole Stanford out here on the flats, wide open. He could have walked in the I could have walked in the end zone and we caught that ball. It was so wide open.
Even with your bad knee?
Perhaps. This may be where they missed the quarterbacking of Steele Jantz. Wivholm looked at this first receiver and tried to tag his first receiver where his second receiver was wide open.
3rd down and 5 again in the shotgun formation this time. Whoa, the big rush over the middle, and it's going to be intercepted. Big play. Coming up, number 21 is Shaz Sharuth, and he takes the ball back up to the 42-yard line of Del Oro, and that was a big play. There's a roughing the passer, so they'll keep the ball. That was big number 12. That was Ryan Otten, I think. I think he's playing. Yeah, he did. He came in and roughed the passer up. I saw that.
Did you? I was looking at Cole Stanford out here in the flats again, wide open. I'm sure he went back to the huddle and he's going to tell Wivholm that he needs to take another look over there, but they're going to get the ball back, Marty. This is
there's a big break. That was roughing the passer.
It's a big break. Here's the replay.
Now watch him come in, and
lets the ball go, and then, helmet to helmet.
Yeah.
He gives him a nice helmet kiss.
Ball was picked off, but to no avail as that. So now the Miners are in business down at about it is on the 25-yard line of Del Oro, trailing by 12 points.
A lot of conversation from the coach and the ref on the Del Oro sideline.
I think that was a defensive coach for.
There was some conversation going on over there.
There's a rollout into the flat. The ball is thrown short.
Incomplete.
Incomplete. Once again, Kemp Stanford was open in the end zone.
Well, Marty, this has been an exciting game. The second half has been dominated by Del Oro, both offensively and defensively. But there's been no lack of excitement, that's for sure.
Second and 10. Oh, he's going to be sacked. Big time. That was number 78. Don't have him in our roster, but he came in and made a big play on that one. Do you have him on yours? It's not in the book.
I don't. He deserves. I'll dig down to see if I can find him. He deserves the credit on that play.
No 78 on the roster, but he definitely made a big play right there as it's now 3rd down and 18 after the Miners got a big break on that roughing the passer call. Let's see what they can do here. 4 men in the pattern right over the middle again, and it's going to be incomplete, but it was tipped by 3 Del Oro players in the backfield.
And I believe not only was it tipped by them, I think Cameron Ryan also had a hand on it as well. But Wivholm insists on throwing into that coverage.
He had four receivers in the pattern and went right for the one in the middle, which was covered, had triple coverage. Well, he's a junior. He's probably hadn't taken too many snaps all week, and so it's a learning process.
That's probably the receiver that the play was designed for as well.
Right. Now it's 4th and 14. Big rush, but he's looking. He's got a man.
Got him.
And it's going to go up for grabs, but then it's knocked down by Mike Michaela in the end zone, and it'll go over on downs to.
Wivholm was rushed, but made a great, beautifully spiraled pass.
Yeah, he stepped up
from
that rush.
And he had Cole Stanford out there for a moment. There was a long pass and enough air time to allow the defender to get over and swat it down.
3:16 on the clock, and now I would suspect that if Del Oro can hold on to the ball and they can get a couple first downs, they could actually run this clock out.
They may even be able to do it with 1 first down.
There's the handoff to Michaela. He breaks through, gets about 10 yards, probably will get the first down. He will. That'll be 1st and 10. That'll stop the clock momentarily as they respot the ball. Del Oro in no hurry to. Chris Griffin comes into the game. Coming out for a couple plays, number 71, but I don't have a name for him. Sorry about that. So here's the handoff again. Gets a couple of yards. That was Mike Michaela again.
2:35 left on the clock.
Kenan Morris into the ball game.
And it looks like Coach Humphers is going to take his second timeout. Fighting right down to the last grim second.
Clock stopped at 2:32. Nevada Union, they've had their opportunities tonight.
They really have. They really have, Marty. But the strength and the speed of Del Oro here in this second half has really shown itself. I think, to tell you the truth, I think Del Oro was surprised the first half. I think they were surprised that they were getting the kind of game they were getting out of Nevada Union that first half. And they went to the locker room and talked about it and said, there's no reason for this.
Well, one of the things you pointed out, too, was that the two big turnovers down inside the 5-yard line for Del Oro, and that turned out to be about could have been 21-7 in favor of the Eagles at that time. And so they've had plenty of opportunity, but they've squandered a lot of opportunities tonight, too.
That's true, and it's early in the season. Both teams actually look just a little rough, still like they're in their preseason, which they are.
Second down and 8. Here's the handoff to Michaela again. He picks up about 3 yards, where it'll be third down and 4. And once again, Nevada Union stops the clock. Mike Michaela's been a workhorse tonight.
And Coach Humphers will have his team over the sideline. It's important that a coach at this stage of a game, regardless if he thinks that he's beaten or not, continue to make an effort, show his team that there's a chance. He brings them over, he talks to them about how they're going to execute, what they're going to do in the next series of plays, pretty much ignoring the score, but just keeping the team unit together, keeping them positive.
So the ball will be spotted just short of the 50-yard line on the Golden Eagles side of the field, and it'll be third down and about just a little over 4 yards for a first down. If they can get a first down here, this will probably put the game on ice for them.
I believe that Nevada Union is out of timeouts.
There's a rollout. Oh, they're looking deep. They've got the man in the flat. He's going down to the 20.
He's going to stay in bounds.
And there's a penalty flag, and he's still driving, and he takes it down to the 10, but there's a penalty flag thrown, and that could be your ball game. The flag was thrown after the catch.
Let's see if we can get a signal from the umpire what it is. Looks like they're going to bring it back.
From the point of the foul, it'll be a 1st and 10 from wherever they're going to mark it. Might have been a block in the back. That's exactly what it was. It'll be against Del Oro, but the first down will have been made. Ball will be on the Nevada Union 31-yard line. 1st and 10, Del Oro, and that should be your ball game.
Del Oro bringing in their play. 2 minutes just passes on the clock.
I was a little surprised that they threw the ball in that situation, but the play was wide open. 1st and 10 from the 31. Michaela again over the left side, picks up about 4. And now the reserves come in for Nevada Union to get a little playing time. Second down and about 7. The clock continues to run. 1:02 left. In motion is Hart. There is a handoff to Magala, trying to squirt the outside. Picks up a couple. He's going to be short of the first down, but Nevada Union cannot stop the clock. Should be under. It is. It's down to 45 seconds, and the clock continues to run. They can just about let it run out here as Del Oro comes out on top by a score of 33-21. This should be the last play. I think the quarterback will take a knee.
He'll take a knee on the ball, Marty. And that should do it.
He does. There's your ball game as the clock continues to run out.
And Del Oro brings home the win over Nevada Union 2 years in a row, Marty.
A good program over there at the Golden Eagles. Del Oro down in Loomis. They're in the Sierra Foothill League. They look like a team to be reckoned with this year as they come out on top over this fine Nevada Union football team. And we'd like to wish all our best to Steele Jantz as he was taken off the field in the first play of the game for Del Oro and taken to the hospital. And I wish him all the best.
Our prayers go out to Steele and his family.
As we look at the final score, 33-21, and we'd like to tell you that this NorCal Game of the Week has been underwritten this evening by Hanson Brothers Construction and HBE Rentals. The Hanson family is proud to bring you another great NU football season.
And by Nevada Joint Union High School District. The Nevada Joint Union High School District is always serving our community with higher education.
Casey Wood Corporation, the Casey family is proud of their son Colin and all the NU minors.
A to Z Ace Hardware and A to Z Gardening Center. April Reese is happy to bring you in another great football season.
Mike Bratton, State Farm Insurance and Financial Services. Robin and Mike Bratton bleed blue and gold.
And Top Disc Truck and Auto Accessories. Top Disc is always there for you and taking care of our commander.
Pioneer Motors, Tom Rubino and Mark Bauer are happy to bring you high school football.
Chen, Moon, Kirschenbaum, OD. Jerry Chan and Lisa Moon welcome Dr. Stephanie Kirschenbaum to our community.
SPD Markets, the Painter family, is a longtime supporter of minor football.
Placer Title Company. Placer Title is always there in the Bear River area, and they always say, "Go Miners."
Statewide Homes, Sherry and Scott Murray and Jerry and Pat Hanaway support Foothill Sports.
Grass Valley Glass, Shauna Marty and NU freshman football coach Curtis Solon love to root for their Miners.
Francis Cinto and Graziano LLP, Greg Francis, David Cinto, and George Graziano love this football season.
And Mike Anderson at Walker Office Supplies is always there to deliver those supplies that you need.
Plaza Tire and Auto Service, Mark Hauser is proud to be, once again, the voice of Hooper Stadium. And by Touchdown Productions, celebrating our 11th season of local sports television. Be sure to join us next time for Week 4 of the 2007 football season. We'll bring you our first football doubleheader broadcast featuring the NU Miners taking on the Granite Bay Grizzlies, and the Bear River Bruins will be hosting the Marysville Indians. It's a football doubleheader exclusively on our Foothill network of stations, ACTV Channel 20, Suddenlink Channel 23, Lake of the Pines Channel 7, and Grass Valley, Nevada City on NCTV Channel 11.
And Marty, it was a pleasure doing business with you tonight. It was a very interesting and exciting game. I'm looking forward to doing a little Bear River with you next week.
Yeah, we'll be at the Bear River game, and Jim Adams and Vern Bridges will be back at the microphone next Thursday night for the special football game telecast featuring the Nevada Union Miners and the Granite Bay Grizzlies.
That ought to be something to see.
That'll be a great game. And your executive producer and director for tonight's game, Gilbert M. Dominguez.
And titles and replay, Brandon Duckett.
Your announcers for tonight's game, Marty Mortensen along with Paul Brown.
Just a sidekick, just a sidekick. Chris Glass, Casey Dominguez, Daniel Langley, and Casey Walker are all on the cameras. Great job tonight, crew.
And utility, Maverick King and Sean, I always mess Sean's name up, Kiskowski.
And of course, the real boss, Lynn Dominguez.
Technical engineer, Paul Makowski.
Remote facility, the Commander 2.
Commander 2 maintenance provided by Plaza Tire and Auto Service. And Touchdown Productions, we'd love to hear from you. Write us at Gil at touchdownproductions.com. And for Paul Brown, Gil Dominguez, the rest of the entire Touchdown